What's going on, Landy boy?
Oh, not much. What's up with you, Tommy boy?
Oh, you're filming episode 46 of the podcast. Our first one since WWE, which was 8 or 9 days ago. But what you gonna do, you know?
Yeah. What a show it was.
It was quite an incredible show. Speaking of 46, I'm sure you have a basketball player that wore 46.
I have not got it pulled up yet. I need to do that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've been lacking. Hold on.
How is Landy boy the one not prepared?
I
I
feel like
can't
we already
believe
did
it.
46. We already did 46. This is episode 47.
Is it?
Yeah, because I think I did 46. I shouted out Aaron Baines.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so
Alright.
here's so
Alright,
episode
47.
47.
Yeah.
Shout out. I'm gonna shout out this guy. This dude has the coolest name in sports history. His name is Andre Kirilenko.
Alright, shout out Andre
What are those
Kirilenko.
initials? What are those initials, Tommy boy?
AK. No, this is
What was his
definitely
jersey number?
46 because the last one that went up was 45, and this, yeah.
We definitely recorded 46. I remember because I shouted out Aaron Baines.
I'm almost positive we didn't because we haven't recorded since WWE.
I guarantee you we recorded 46.
You let me check my files because I guarantee we didn't.
I'm willing to not sacrifice, or I guess wager my right nut that we recorded episode 46, Tommy boy.
All right, let me find where's my recording folder. Here. All right, recordings. Where are we at? Oh, we do
47
got
now.
46. I just never put it up. Damn.
Uh, uh, uh.
Yeah. All right. I
I
didn't
remembered.
realize. I didn't realize I never put that up.
I shouted out one of the worst players to ever touch a basketball in Aaron Baines.
All right. Yeah. So it is
But
47.
47.
All
Yeah, but Andre Kirilenko, what are his initials, Tommy boy?
right. AK. Oh,
What's
and
his
he wore
number?
47. Yeah. Hell yeah.
His nickname was AK-47.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So shout out Andre Kirilenko, the coolest NBA nickname in history.
Yeah, I suppose so.
A big, scrawny, European white dude who was terrifying for the Jazz.
Speaking of terrifying, our truth almost was. We thought wasn't going to be back in WWE. We thought we saw his last match ever. Turns out he's back. It was all part of the works, but you know,
Yeah.
for a second
I,
there
I
was.
was gonna grow. I was gonna go on and someday tell my kids like, I saw our truth last match, but you know what? It's good to have him back.
Yeah.
Now the rest of Money in the Bank sucked. Every winner was wrong on that entire show until the main event. Every single winner was
Nah.
wrong. No, not nah. Every single winner was undeniably wrong.
I mean, it wasn't who you wanted, but I think it made sense.
No, it didn't at all.
Well, like,
Rollins doesn't need it. Naomi has absolutely zero build or story around her. She did not need Money in the Bank. Give it to Stephanie Vaquer. Give it to Julia. Give it to Roxanne, one of the new girls. Money in the Bank. LA Knight's been waiting for 3 years. Give it to him. Penta has had a blow up like nobody's seen in the past 5 months. Could have give it to him.
shut up, Milk.
The Intercontinental Championship could have went either way. Could have put it on some new dude because you have AAA now. Could have put it on some dude from AAA. Who cares? The entire show just stunk.
Nah,
Becky Lynch is boring. Lyra
Okay,
Valkyria is
yeah.
way more entertaining.
yeah, I didn't like Becky's match. That one was kind of pointless to me.
It's like there's just something about hearing the da 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 woo da 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 woo of the crowd whenever Lyra's music plays.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Bird Lady. I love Bird Lady Valkyria.
Yeah, no, I thought Naomi was a decent pick. Just like the way that match played out. Like I don't know. I thought that was kind of a good ending for it. Plus, it kind of builds her character now when she cashes in. you know.
She has, like, she's been a champion in the past.
Okay.
Like, 8 years ago. It's not believable that she's going to win the title now.
Kinda is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they might be pushing her, you know.
After doing nothing?
Yeah.
He's done nothing for the past 2 years, or 1 year since she returned. I think it's been 2 years since she returned. Before that, she walked out of WWE, and way before that, she was champion in, like, 2016.
Alright.
But she's not done anything since then. It's not believable at all that she's just going to sneak in there and be able to win the title after winning Money in the Bank. No female yet has lost their Money in the Bank cash-in, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Naomi is going to be the first. Naomi is going to lose her cash-in.
That's very possible, yeah.
Now, I would have much preferred to see Stephanie Vaquer win it, because I'm a big Stephanie Vaquer fan. I'm a big Julia fan. I'm a big Roxanne Perez fan.
I mean, I wanted Alexa Bliss to win
Naomi
just
was
because
probably...
like, she's hot, but, you know, that wasn't going to happen, clearly.
I forgot. You judge women's wrestling based only on looks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that women's match was pretty good though. When they had Rhea in the ladder and they closed it on her, that was funny.
The women's match was pretty weak, honestly.
I liked it.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
You're just a contrarian. You just have to go against the grain on everything anybody says.
No, dude, there's a lot of ass in there. You know, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, you're just a contrarian.
I like
pathological
ass.
contrarian.
I am. Also, I just like seeing ass shaking in my face. You know,
You don't like Rhea Ripley.
No.
I don't understand you.
Okay. You don't have to. That's fine. You know what you can understand? That we had some fantastic seats at SmackDown.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, with Michin coming out there doing her thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, shout out Michin. I'm sorry. I did not recognize your game. I owe you an apology, Michin. You are top 10 for sure for me now.
Yeah. And overall, that was just an incredible
you
show.
know.
Like every match was pretty good. I mean, well, the what do they call it? Like the
R-Truth
blackout
match.
show or whatever when it's not on the air.
The dark match.
Yeah, dark match. That's it. That one, kind of basic, but of course it is. You know. Other than that, though,
We had two dark matches. We had one for, well, they weren't really dark matches. They were still being recorded. One was for main event, which is like a D show,
mm-hmm.
and the other is for Speed, which is the 3-minute time limit. It goes on Twitter only.
Yeah. Well, the speed match
Hey,
wasn't
we
that
were-
bad. I mean, it's a cool idea, I guess. But yeah. You got some really cool pictures though. You know that one of the guy whose name I can't remember doing the Superman punch off the rope and he's like 10 feet in the air.
It was, yeah. You said you were gonna make that the thumbnail, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot. I just I forgot. That's genuinely it.
Yeah, of course he did. Listen, I want to air up my grievance real quick. I watched the NASCAR race today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was going fine and dandy. I've made it clear a couple times on here. I'm a Carson Hocevar fan, right? Number 77. Go Carson, right? So, 2 weeks ago at Charlotte, he was running up front for majority of the last third of the race. And at the towards the very end in the closing few laps, his engine just blew up. He just stalled out, and they had to get him off track. Last week, he was running pretty close to up front most of the race, and he finished second behind a bunch of lap cars. That's how good the guy in front was. Was like between first and second, there were like 4 or 5 lap cars on the, they were on a lap behind.
Mm-hmm.
This week, today, right, at Michigan Speedway, his home state, he's running up front. He's in first place for like 30 laps, and he gets a flat tire.
Damn.
I can't do this anymore. I can't be a host of our fan week to week and go through this physical torture. I'm still gonna be, but
Yeah, I don't know.
it physically pains me to be a host of our fan.
I don't know if my mic's picking it up, but my neighbor is shooting a very large gun. I don't know what caliber, but louder than anything I own. And I own a lot of guns, so y'all are probably gonna be hearing that for a little bit. He's been
I don't
going
hear
crazy over there. Yeah, my mic picks up everything. Discord filters a lot out, but the raw audio, it'll probably have that.
That does remind me. I read the rest of the script that you wrote,
Okay.
featuring the satellite dish part.
What'd you think?
I went through, corrected the various grammatical and punctuation errors.
Most of the grammatical
God
ones
Almighty,
were on
Thomas,
purpose.
learn to use grammar and capitalization, please.
Okay, the capitalization, I'll give you that one. Most of the grammar choices were on
And
purpose.
punctuation.
Yeah, I don't care about punctuation.
You should.
Yeah.
You speak English, Tommy boy. You should learn to write it. At least learn to write it.
I mean, I can write it. It doesn't change how you read it. You just gotta know what you're reading.
I feel like when you do a dramatic no, hold on. With the language that it uses that close together, it probably wouldn't survive on YouTube.
It might.
But how are you gonna sell this? Because I wanted to say I read through it
Yeah.
last night and time myself, including time cues for songs and stuff like that, like the intro song, and then you put in the Fog Hat song.
Yeah.
Here's the time I got.
That's what I was
Look
hoping
at my
for,
stopwatch
actually.
already.
I was hoping for a little over 30 minutes. I was thinking 30, 32, something like that. So,
That's including how I figure it will be paced, and then with actions and stuff. So it might be a little bit shorter, might be a bit longer.
yeah.
If it's
That's
gonna
crazy.
be
That's
around
exactly
that
what I
long,
was
it
going for.
probably makes sense to put on a streaming service or something, really,
Yeah, probably.
or to produce it ourselves and hope somebody picks it up.
Yeah, or, I mean, yeah, that's a good route.
Now here's the deal: are we actually gonna film this in Indianapolis, or you just want to use Knoxville as a stand-in?
Oh, yeah, we gotta film in Indianapolis. Wouldn't be authentic otherwise.
Well, majority of shows that take place in one place are actually filmed in another.
Fun fact, the movie Groundhog's Day was filmed in Woodstock, Illinois, the town over from where I used to live.
Wow.
Anyways,
Did anybody in your family get to meet Bill Murray?
no, but my high school gym teacher, who I completely hate, did. She was actually in that movie, too.
Wow.
You know
Shout out Bill
the
Murray.
you know the diner scene where the camera's panning up over. I think that
Well, I've
might.
never seen the movie. I just know Bill Murray's in it.
Oh, well, there's one scene where the camera's panning up over what I think might be the opera house, just full of dinner tables. I forget which building it is exactly, but there's one waitress that you see spinning around to a table and dropping the big serving plate of all the meals down, and that it's right in the middle of the screen is Rebecca Goers, the fucking stupidest bitch in that high school. I hate her so much.
Wow. A couple nights ago, I did watch a movie for the first time ever.
Your first movie ever, really?
No, I watched. I watched
yeah.
I watched a certain movie for the first time ever. I watched
Okay.
Fight Club.
Really?
It's so overrated.
What? It's so good.
It's I get the. By the way, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it. Skip ahead about 10 seconds. The split personality thing as a plot twist
It's pretty good.
was it was unexpected. That doesn't make it good.
It wasn't unexpected. It was very clear the whole time.
It wasn't very clear that it's a split personality thing. It's called a twist for a reason.
No, it's not a twist. That's the whole plot of the movie.
but it's not made clear until the end.
Alright, you didn't pick up on a lot of things then, because it is.
It's not made clear until the other characters start calling him Tyler Durden.
Or when you see Tyler literally, Brad Pitt, flashing in and out of existence randomly behind our main character. And then you kind of realize, oh, he's schizophrenic.
Anyway, semi shout out Fight Club. The acting was good. The fighting was good. Freaking Meatloaf was in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like the cinematic masterpiece that people make it out to be. Like, people act like the hand of God himself touched that movie. It's not that good.
I think you just weren't, like, in on it.
I was quite in on it.
I don't know, maybe you gotta watch it again, because, yeah, it's a great movie. It is fantastic. There's so much detail in it.
And it's a movie for sure.
Yeah. You know what's not a movie?
What?
Wilfred, which I am now farther than you in.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of fell behind. I mean, I only watch like a couple episodes a week usually.
Yeah, I've been watching like 2 or 3 a day. It's just it's a good show, you know. It's way better than I remembered. There's so much more of it than I remembered. Apparently, I actually didn't watch that many episodes. Uh, God, it's hilarious.
It's a good show. I love it. Elijah Wood's pretty underrated.
Yeah, I was trying so hard to think, like, what do I remember him from? And then, I looked up his IMDb, and yeah, the Hobbit, you know, like, once I saw that, I was like, yeah, that is him, but he's not 3 feet tall in Wilfred, so, like, it's just, I didn't make the connection.
I mean, good show overall though. I've been enjoying. I'm like midway, a little bit before midway through season 2.
Yeah, I just watched episode 7 of season 2.
Shout out Wilfred.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So is My Name is Earl, but you haven't started watching that yet. I can't wait till you do, because it's truly amazing.
Oh, I've heard.
Yeah, I love it. Anyways, dude, we saw John Cena. Like we said we were gonna be in the presence of him, but he was there. Like, we saw him with our own eyes. It was crazy. Don't say it. Don't fucking say it.
Well,
Okay.
we experienced him
Internally. No.
Yeah, we got to see a floating hat and shirt and jorts.
No, I saw him. I turned to you and I went, I can see him. Yeah, it was cool. And you know what I realized watching Money in the Bank?
What's that?
Knoxville does the yeet way better. I mean, when Jey Uso came out, the entire arena was just sitting there, just yeet, yeet, yeet.
Literally every arena does that.
Yeah.
Every arena.
Hold on. But I was watching Money in the Bank, and there was like 50 people in the entire arena doing it. Everyone else was recording with their phones up in the air, not doing the yeet. Like, almost nobody was doing it at Money in the Bank.
It's probably usually because the pay-per-view crowds are a lot richer and they're just there to be there, instead of experience like a real fan. That's what a lot of WrestleMania is. It's like the lower level you get, the less of a true fan you find, usually, at WrestleMania. And any of the pay-per-views, really, but especially WrestleMania.
Yeah, I was disappointed watching them not yeet as much as we did. Oh, we started a chant I'm gonna say, we're taking credit for it anyways. We started a Let's Go Cena. Cena sucks.
Cena sucks.
Yeah, I forget exactly what
I
part it
like
was, but the crowd fell silent for like a second, and John Cena was doing something. And I said, "Let's go Cena," and then he said, "Cena sucks," and then everyone else started doing it. And that was probably the loudest "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chant that happened that night too. So, yeah, that was all us.
Now, during the triple threat match, by the way, the men's triple threat match that night, it's May 30th. You can go back and watch this. There were 5 different "We Want Tables" chants during that match. And I can gladly say we did not start any one of them.
Yeah. Although,
if you were watching Money in the Bank last night, they were doing "We Want Tables."
Yeah.
We want tables.
Everyone wants tables.
Kind of brain dead when you just start saying like 5 times per match, though.
Yeah, it kind of sucks when they don't pull out a table either. Like, we were all chanting it, and the closest we got was someone being set on the announce table, but not going through it.
I can't believe they didn't use the Prime bottle as a weapon.
For real, I wanted to see that. That would have been so funny.
I should have went down there and like, hey, can I get like one of the small Prime bottles? I mean, Prime is disgusting, but I could have asked for one.
Dude, when Logan Paul came out, it was who's it? Cody comes out, Uso comes out, John comes out, and then Logan comes out last, right? And so we're all already standing because of the last 3 that came out. And I'm basically like standing in the aisle because we had like the aisle seats basically right next to the hard cam too, which was sick. And I swear, as Logan was like climbing on the outside of the ring and like looked out in the crowd, we like locked eyes for a second because I was the only person in a Rey Mysterio like full head to toe outfit. And I just went, "Fuck you, Logan, you piece of shit! I fucking hate you!" And then he just got right in the ring.
I don't think I've seen more middle fingers pointed towards the person than when Logan Paul came out.
Yeah.
Looked at our section.
It was like in Fallout in the top left corner. Everyone hated that.
It was just like all around the arena, like behind us, beside us, across from us. Like I'm talking like every section, just like finger, 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 finger.
Yeah.
Funny though.
Yeah, everyone hates Logan. But yeah, that was great.
No, it is what it is.
I can say I locked eyes with Logan Paul. Man, that was a great show. Dude, throughout that whole day, there must have been, like 50 people that were like, "Yo, Mysterio!" And you got one Sin Cara. This is cool, though. Told you to do a flip. You said you're too white, you can't. I'd have done a flip if they asked. But that's just me. You should have done one anyways.
You should have stormed the ring to see what would happen. Just to see what arena jail is like.
Yeah, I really thought about it, honestly. Like, when Logan was out there, I was like, what if I just go beat up Logan Paul right now? Like, what if I just start, like, fighting him? But here's the thing. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but, like, at the bottom of the stairs, directly across from it, like, next to the barricade, was 3 dudes sitting in chairs. Like doing security, scanning the crowd for people that are running towards it. I never got in there, but I thought about it. The main thing I thought about doing, every time they're doing like a fan cam thing, they never put us on camera, and that was pissing me off so much because I wanted to be on camera so bad. I was fighting every muscle in my body to run down there and just point at the camera and go, "Get me on that fucking camera right now! I deserve to be." I wanted to go scream at that guy and tell him to put me on camera, but that wouldn't have worked. So, yeah.
It might have been related to the fact that I was wearing a AEW shirt sitting right next to you.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah, they might not have showed me because I was wearing my MJF shirt.
God damn it, Landon.
Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. Let's go, Max. You're the best
dude,
wrestler
speaking of
alive.
AEW, I've got them just off to my side here.
Hey.
We went card shopping at Target, and I got a bunch of cool cards.
That reminds me. So you know how you and me and Sean are heading out somewhere this Wednesday?
Yeah.
I know a spot where you can get some wrestling cards in Pigeon Forge.
All right.
So if you wanna do that, if we're in Pigeon Forge, I can take you and Sean there, and I know they have wrestling cards in there sometimes.
all right. So I'm not gonna
A lot
go
of them,
through
actually.
all 48 of the cards I got here, but I did sort them into like A, B, C, D in terms like how I rank these wrestlers. So we'll just go through my A team right here. Jamie freaking Hayter, of course.
Yeah.
John Moxley, friend of the show. Oh, almost picked up two. We got the Nine of Diamonds, Mark Briscoe. We got Swerve Strickland, whose house?
Swerve's house.
Yep. We got the one, the only Will Ospreay, the aerial assassin, Ospreay, you know. Fresh squeezed, Orange Cassidy. We got Pac. He's got really big titties for a guy. I fuck with it. We got the one, the only Mercedes Moné, CEO.
CEO. CEO.
Yep, we got
CEO.
Kensuke Takeshita, who's gonna come up later in this episode. You'll see. We got Excalibur. You know, pretty cool. He wears a mask while he commentates. I don't know anything about what's her name, Hakuru Shida, but this is like a rare orange something or other. So we got Bryan Danielson. You know, shout out Bryan Danielson.
Literally you.
Yeah, basically. I mean, he doesn't look that far off. You know, a bit older.
No.
But we
About
got
40 years old and vegan.
yeah, we got Wheeler Yuta. You know, he's Asian. And then we got this canvas card of Orange Cassidy. So yeah, pretty cool stack.
Very cool card.
Those are all the best cards out of here. There's some other ones, Christian Cage and I don't know, some other people, but yeah, this is a cool collection. Definitely worth the money, I'd say. Speaking of which, do we want to tell them what we're probably doing on Wednesday?
I mean, sure. It's your and Sean's idea. I'm just tagging along.
This is Sean's
to be
idea.
there.
I'm tagging along too.
So I'm tagging along with you, and then we're gonna tag along with Sean.
Pretty much. So our plan to get FWC off the ground into a real thing is we're gonna start by just making funny videos, all right, of like Landon filming me walking around places, and then Sean just comes out of nowhere and RKO's me. But in like different scenarios, sometimes I'll like counter it with a certain move, and then he'll RKO me out of that move. Like we went over like hundreds of ideas over like course of a day working together, and yeah, that might be something. Hopefully those will like get famous, because why wouldn't they? They'll be funny. And then from there, if that does start to like get views and perchance make money, roll that money into a wrestling ring, make some like backyard wrestling videos, and then start booking like high school gym shows and just work our way up from there. Might be fun.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it, gets FWC off the ground. I know Sean wants it to be the biggest thing in the world, but it's obviously going to start as a little indie company for a while and then, get somewhere, hopefully. But, yeah, it'll be fun. Honestly, I'm just excited to get RKO'd by Sean, just over and over and over.
I'm just excited to go out and see the public's reaction to this.
I don't know exactly how public we're going to be. It's probably going to be in like a park, but
I mean, you could probably do a couple in like stores, whatever. Like go to a Walmart or a Target and do one. Go to the island and do a few.
You said a store, and I had a great idea.
In a restaurant.
What if we're like in a Walmart, right? And there's like something on like the top shelf of the toy aisle I want to get, so I start climbing the shelves up there, while Sean's conveniently climbing the other side and RKO's me off the shelf in the middle of Walmart.
You're gonna kill yourself doing this. I know it.
Yeah, worth it.
You're gonna like break your neck or something. But
No, actually, I found out recently my neck is pretty strong.
oh,
I won't say where, in case anyone's, from there's watching. I may have tried to do a backflip into a pile of really soft things in the corner of a place. And I didn't quite make it all the way around, and I landed between two of the soft things, and my face kind of hit the ground. But it was cool.
and would it happen to be in a
It was a red building.
certain? Would it happen to be in a certain kind of gallery?
You
perchance?
you could say that, yeah.
Oh wow!
And see, here's the thing: I don't have a problem doing backflips on like soft surfaces. Like if I'm on like a like Severe Air, how they got those little islands with like the pads on them, like the orange pads.
Yeah.
Like I can do a backflip on that, no problem. But for some reason, when I'm on like a hard surface like concrete, like my brain's like, oh, you can't backflip. And then if I try one, I don't do the full backflip because I don't know why. It's just like I don't know. It's like a mental thing I got to get over. I tried though, and I hit my face pretty hard, and my neck didn't hurt at all, but my forehead felt it.
And Severe Air might be another one where you can get some RKOs done.
I was actually thinking that too. It definitely is.
I mean, if you pay for like an hour wristband, you can probably get like 10 or 12 RKOs done if you can think of the ideas and then wait for the area to clear off.
And if they don't kick us out.
Yeah. Probably can't do any in the actual Ninja Warrior course, but the airbag is one of them. The trampolines are a few of them.
I was
How do you
thinking.
run if they still have the big like arm dodging
they
game
do.
in there.
I was actually thinking
that.
off the curved wall into that smaller airbag. Like that could be one that would look cool. Especially if we got both angles of like we'll get like a video of me like running up to the top, and I'll be like, yeah, I did it. And then we'll have Sean like ducked in cover behind like the short one next to it, and then he'll like come out, RKO me off, and then we'll have someone on the other side getting the angle of us going into the bag.
I have a fantastic idea. So you know how they have like the jousting beam?
Yeah.
Right, you have to like knock
Yeah.
each other off. You two start on the same ends, whatever. Start jousting, and just out of nowhere, Sean just drops his RKO into the foam blocks.
What if it's a video of us fighting on the jousting beam, and then Sean runs up from behind me and out of nowhere RKOs me into the foam?
I feel like it's funnier if you two are just like jousting each other, and then he's like, "Screw this, RKO."
Like the whole point of the videos is that I never know Sean's there. He's just like we're just out and you're like filming something for some reason, and then he just RKOs me.
I mean, it could work.
Yeah, we could definitely film a couple there. We could film like a whole wrestling match in that like rope course they got.
Probably.
we might have to hit him up and be like, yo, how much to like rent this place for an hour and just pretend there's no rules. Like, wait, we got some filming to do.
We need to do that. We need to.
That would be a lot of fun, actually. Just hosting like impromptu wrestling matches all over Severe Air.
I'm hyped for Wednesday now. I'm ready.
Oh, have we told you about our idea for a gay match?
No.
So, the idea is it's a normal wrestling match, but whoever wins is gay. So the point is,
So you're trying to lose.
yes, technically, yeah. Or wait, No, maybe it's whoever Yeah, sorry, it's whoever loses is gay. That's what I meant to say. We were thinking about both versions. We settled on losing. So. Wait. Actually, I don't remember. We had basically the idea that we had was. I think it was whoever wins is gay, because we had the idea of like we show up, the match starts, bell rings, right, and then we both immediately run out of the ring, like roll under the ropes. We're like, all right, start counting, we're both out, start counting, we're gonna lose, and then we like fight to get each other back in the ring and be the one that gets counted out, and the way it would end is by someone on the outside putting the person on the inside of the ring in a submission, like through the ropes, just to make it like a double win or lose or so. I don't know. We were going some way with it. It was going to be funny. Basically, we want to have a match that ends with someone being gay.
That's so weird.
I mean, it's not going to be like a regular event. It's going to be every like 3 or 4 years. We just pull it out.
You what?
Well, just like every 3 or 4 years, you got with your homie, like pull it out to like compare.
Sure.
What, you never compare meat with the homies? What are you, gay?
You do?
Bro, all my homies know what my meat looks like. I'm just saying. But yeah, FWC is gonna be fun. We got a lot of ideas. And just the RKO series as a whole is going to be fun. Like, we were talking about, like, doing it, like, off a bridge into a lake. Or, like, off a cliff.
Cliff.
Well, like, probably into a lake, too.
You need to find, like, a concert or something that's going on that evening.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then have, like, you'll be up there doing your thing, like you'll jump up, try to stage dive, right? Out from the curtain on the side of the stage, out comes Sean RK off the stage.
Oh. Or like, what if the series gets famous enough that, like, some artist, like, I don't know, Young Gravy sees it, right? Yeah. And then, like, at a Young Gravy concert, I, like, rush to the stage as a fan, and then Sean, as security, RKOs me on the stage for a video.
I hope he gets big enough to be doing this on, like, a WWE ring one day. It's like a little social media post.
That would be pretty cool, honestly.
That's the dream, ain't it?
I guess so. So I made something for this episode. Do you want to get into it? It's pretty good.
I think I know what it is.
You definitely know what it is, because I told you about it. Alright. I gotta find where it's at anyways. It's in one of my drives.
I'll be back in a moment, Tommy boy.
Oh, okay. I'll get it ready in the meantime. Well, I'll wait for Landy to get back. Oh, that's the wrong window. Yep. While we wait for Landy to get back, I just want to say, he absolutely sucks as a wrestling fan. Like, I swear to God, every match he ever sees, he goes, never in my 10 years of wrestling have I seen a match this bad. This is the worst match. They picked all the wrong winners. Like, I can't tell if Landon, like, thinks wrestling, like, the storylines are real or not. Like, I said to him that I don't care for the storylines, I just like the wrestling. And that, like, I really don't care who wins or loses, I just want to see the wrestling happen, because I'm a casual wrestling fan. He said that was stupid, and I personally disagree. I just like watching the wrestling.
I'm back.
Alright.
Yeah, you just like watching the wrestling, because, you don't understand anything about how the stories work.
I do, I just don't care about them.
You're just a contrarian. A pathological contrarian.
I'm very simple.
Everybody else likes the stories. I hate the stories.
I never said I hate the stories. I just said they're irrelevant to me because I just want to watch the wrestling.
And how do you build up to the wrestling?
Look, I get that, like, to most people it's important, just not to me.
To everybody it's important, except, like, 5-year-olds.
Speaking of 5-year-olds, really quick, do you want to rant about the 5-year-olds that were sitting behind us at SmackDown?
Oh my god. If my voice wasn't almost blown out, I would go into a scathing rant about it. But right now, the top of my throat it feels very, very on fire. So I'll just say this.
Alright, well, okay.
You absolute moron, heathen, banshee child. Nobody cares that you like John Cena. Nobody cares that you like Cody Rhodes. Every 5 minutes, it's Cody next, it's Cody next, it's Cody next. No! It's the main event! Shut up!
Okay, I was gonna say, if you don't want to yell, I'll totally take over the rant part for you. Those little semen demon crotch goblins behind us, dude. Those fucking lunatic morons. They knew 2 moves. They knew 2 moves, the RKO and the AA.
RKO! Everything! Every move! RKO wasn't on the show at all.
No, every single grab move or grab slam of some kind. Oh, an RKO! Every time someone was on someone else's shoulders, it's gonna be an AA! Dude, shut up!
RKO! You see, like, a Canadian destroyer. RKO! You see some dude do a 450-degree backflip on the top rope? Guess what it was? RKO!
Yeah.
God almighty, kid, shut up! If you were a 5-year-old child on SmackDown at Knoxville, Tennessee, May 30th, 2025...
Kill yourself.
Sitting section 121, row 10... You are an abomination to the wrestling community.
Yeah. Dude, and literally every 3 to 5 minutes, he's like, "This is taking so long. This is boring. When's Cody coming out? I want to see Cody. I want to fuck Cody. Where's Cody? Let me, Cody."
You know what's hilarious? The whole time, he thought it was gonna be a match, and I could just like hear his excitement go down like 10 levels when Cody comes out wearing a suit.
Yeah, and it was a promo.
A 20-minute promo. Listen, the entire time that "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chants were going on, anytime somebody said Cena sucks, that kid's like, "No, he doesn't! No, he doesn't!"
Yeah.
But that's not even beginning to mention the Chelsea Green curl.
Oh my god. Yeah, literally right next to you, on the girl's lap next to you.
No, it was a girl who was like sitting in the far end of the row right next to the cameraman.
Oh, okay.
There's like 2 people separating them. But Alba Fire is one of Chelsea Green's tag partners and managers, right?
Yeah.
So Alba Fire goes out there and gets beat. The entire match, anytime Zelina Vega even looks at Alba Fire, I'm about to throw my voice out even more, and I'm sorry for what I'm about to do to you, but it happened to me and Tommy Boy. It's going to happen to our audience, too. This girl in our station was like... Anytime anybody even looks at Alba Fire, anytime Zelina Vega even, like, thought of touching Alba Fire, it's... I can't do the pitch. I can't do that high pitch of a scream.
Yeah.
Physically, I'm incapable of creating the banshee-like shriek that girl did. I do not know how that high of a pitch came out of her mouth for so long, but it did. Screw both of the parents who let them yell like that.
Yeah.
But the dad that sitting behind us is pretty cool, because when you wanna tell them what he said that we cracked up at so much.
Yeah.
'Cause I need to break my voice.
So Landon's never heard this phrase before. I'm very familiar with it. I forgot which match it was, which woman it was, but someone fell onto a turnbuckle, and he said, "Oh, right in the beef curtains."
God almighty, excuse me. It's fantastic, man. I love it.
Yeah. You know, children aside, the only part of the show I didn't like was Miss EST coming out.
God.
What the fuck does
Bianca
EST mean,
Belair has
Kobe
been
Bryant?
booed. Bianca Belair has been booed every city she has stepped foot in for the past year. Conveniently, she sits back in her hometown and gets heroes welcome.
It was like 50-50.
Bianca Belair is boring. Okay? Bianca Belair has no character. Sure, she's strong. That's not a character.
Yeah, her
Sure,
hair is
she's
her whole
black.
character.
That is no character. Yeah, sure, she has a very long ponytail, which is, guarantee you, fake. That's not a character.
No, it could be real. I'd
No,
believe
it's
it
probably an
is.
extension. I don't believe it is.
I'd believe it either way.
It's probably an extension if I had to guess. She's a bland, generic, strong African American woman. That's her character. Being a black woman.
Who says
It
words
says
that end with
EST a lot.
EST? Yeah.
Yeah. I am the strongest, proudest, happiest, fastest, excitingest, smartest woman, EST, black, blah, ponytail.
Yeah.
That's her character.
It is.
So boring.
Yeah. She did wear orange though, which was different. You know, she did something.
Hey.
Speaking of orange though, after we were already off the air and Cena and Logan had left the ring, Cody and Jay were standing out there, and Cody goes, "By the way, Knoxville, I just want to say that John Cena's merch is burnt orange. Tennessee orange is not burnt."
Tennessee orange is ugly anyway.
Yeah, but I just like that even off the air,
you
you still had a little riff.
University of Tennessee. I just hate anything related to the University of Tennessee. I would never, ever let myself wear an orange.
Yeah. Well, anyways, now that we got WWE out of the way, let's get into tonight's main event.
Oh.
Dear God,
One
what
of the
are we
events
doing
tonight.
here? All right. Oh, I got a new background on my PC. By the way.
Oh my God.
Alright, we're gonna put that one there. Alright, so we've got from the Alex backstage at Sony Pictures Studios. This is Jeopardy. Today we've got the hardest promos ever cut. This is my best section I've ever made right here. This is what I'm the most proud of. Basically, I'm just gonna be.
I already know what one of the answers is going to be.
I'm just gonna be reenacting promos, and you tell me who cut them. We got Bible passages.
Scott Steiner. Just give me the points for Scott Steiner already, please.
I don't remember which one it is, but we'll get there. We got Bible passages. I'm gonna read a passage. You don't have to tell me exactly what chapter. Just tell me like which book. If it's like Corinthians or Numbers or Joshua or whatever. If you know like the exact one, like if you know it's like Exodus 3, then you can say that. But as long as you say Exodus, I'll count it. We got really real or really fake wrestlers. I got some really obscure wrestlers in here, and a couple of them might not be real. We got pre-unqualified jokes, stuff that we joked about at work before we ever did this. And real or fake countries. I got some really obscure country names here, and I got some fake ones, potentially. Let me title you properly, and you can tell me where to go.
We're going to start off with the really real or really fake wrestlers for 200.
Trent Acid.
That is a fake wrestler.
Oh, it's actually real. He was on WWE.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
400, same category.
DC Drake.
That sounds real, so I'm going to say fake.
It's real.
Screw you. Pretty unqualified jokes for 800.
Do you?
Do you feel like dancing, Tommy Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Boy. Real or fake countries for 200?
Seychelles.
That's real.
That is in fact real.
400, same category. Let's do this.
Paloon.
Fake.
That's fake.
600, you know it.
New.
That's fake.
It's real.
I've never heard of that in my life. 800.
Paya.
That's fake as well.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah, I finished it off.
Martin. Oh, yeah, that is real.
All right. Bible passages for 200.
So he went out and caught 300 foxes. He took torches, turned the foxes tail to tail, and then put a torch between each pair of tails. Then he ignited the torches and released the foxes into the standing grain of the Philistines. He burned the piles of grain in the standing grain as well as the vineyards and olive groves. If you'll remember, I read this on the show one time. This is one of my favorite passages.
So you did cut out when you were explaining the rules to this section.
So,
Do I just have to tell you the book it's in?
yeah, so like if it's Exodus, for example, you don't have to say Exodus 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You can just say Exodus, and yeah.
Okay, you said you've read this before?
This is one of my favorite passages in the entire Bible. Probably my exact favorite.
Huh. I don't know like a lot of the what comes in what book. I'm just gonna guess on a lot of these and tank my score. Is this Romans?
This is Judges.
Oh. All right. Hardest promos for 200.
I look like a star. Every time I grab this microphone, I sound like a star. So tell me this. Why am I not the biggest damn star in the business? Why the hell did WWF or WWE or whatever the hell they call themselves, why in the hell did they let me go? Terminate my contract? They was afraid that it was going to become something that they were scared of. My whole life, I've been treated like a damn second-class citizen because they know I'm better than they is, and they are afraid of that. After years and years of being personally suppressed, it is time for me to move some damn things to the top of the mountain and blow the top off that son of a bitch. Don't get it twisted. I'm not some angry black man. I'm just the damn and the will no longer be denied. Who do you think cut that?
Star every time I grab this mic. Is the is the voice you're doing like supposed to match who it is, or?
Not really. I'm just kind of saying it. I mean, I said it in like the what do you call it? Like the speed and sort of like enunciations they had, but I'm not doing like an accent.
Would this be R-Truth during his TNA time, aka K-Quick?
It was R-Truth during TNA.
During K-Quick era, yeah. 400 hardest promos.
Alright, so I'll just give you the points now.
Not Diner.
Yeah. You know, I say that all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Samojo, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance at winning, but I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal, so you got a 25 at best at beat me. Then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way sacrifice, you got a 33 and 1/3 chance of winning, but I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even gonna try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and 1/3 minus my 25% chance, and you got 8 and 1/3 chance of winning a sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we were to go 1-on-1. Then you add 66 and 2/3%. I got 141 2/3 chance winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice. Yeah, it's Mojo. Anyways,
Bible passages for 400. We're gonna try to keep my score even.
then he said to me, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will freely give to the thirsty from the spring of the water of life." I know
Again, I'm
you.
just gonna pick a random.
I know you've probably
I
never
guess I'll
played
pick a
Fallout,
random book.
but they say this like
God.
1,000 times in Fallout 3. That's where I remember it from.
Is this from the book of Matthew?
It is from Revelations.
Oh, makes sense. 600 Hearts promos.
Dear God. Alright. The first thing I want
Stone
to be...
Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin. You said it at the bottom, but I recognize it's just from the first thing I want done.
Oh, I did leave Stone Cold in there. Dang it. I thought I cut that out. Yeah.
And Stone Cold's list. And Austin 316.
Oh yeah, I left it in there a lot. You know what? It's fine.
Yeah, but
wait.
I just recognize it
yeah.
immediately. The first thing I want done, get that piece of crap out of my ring.
Yeah.
Pretty unqualified jokes for 1,000. Get some more points up, hopefully.
Anything's...
A 2-man job if you're lazy enough and have 2 men.
Yes, sir.
600 pre-qualified jokes.
Eiffel.
Hour.
Yep.
What else would it be?
We love a bit of Eiffel Towering.
Wrestlers for 6.
Mitch Santina.
Fake.
Yeah.
Fake. Same category. 800.
Diamond Vertigo.
Real?
Fake, but Diamond Virago is a real wrestler.
Oh, God. Alright. Let's go to pre-unqualified for 4.
Maple.
Maple syrup. You know the rest.
You can say it.
I'm not. I don't want to say it on show.
You can say it.
I remember, I'm good cop. I don't say
Yeah.
the naughty things. I don't say the.
Good cops get foot jobs, Landon. You know that.
There you go. That last word.
Yeah.
Finish that category off.
Sir.
See, I don't remember, sir.
Say it's a bit of an explosive joke. We did this while playing Jenga.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember. Sir, they hit the second tower.
Yeah.
Awful. Bible passages for 6.
For God loved the world in this way, he gave his one and only Son, so that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life.
That is John 3:16.
Yep. I figured if I put Austin 3:16, I should put John 3:16. You know, it just made sense.
Yeah. Let's finish off really fake.
Lexi Fife.
What is real?
She is, in fact, real.
Remember, I have to answer like a Jeopardy answer. Passages for 8.
Like an apricot tree among the trees of the forest, so is my love among the young men. I delight to sit in his shade, and his fruit is sweet to my taste. This one just sounded gay, so I put it in there.
That's, 8.
There's a lot of books. It could be any of them.
Yeah. Yeah, could be. I'm gonna have to guess again. I'm just gonna say, is this from the book of Job?
Song of Songs 2.
Oh.
Yeah,
800 promos.
Frustrated isn't a goddamn word for it. This is bullshit. You screwed me. Everybody screwed me. Nobody does a goddamn thing about it. Nobody in the building cares. Nobody in the dressing room cares. So much goddamn injustice around here. I've had it up to here. Anybody knows it. I know it. I should be the World Wrestling Federation champion. Everyone just keeps turning a blind eye. You turn a blind eye to it. I got that Gorilla Monsoon, he turns a blind eye to it. Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you don't like it. Tough shit. This is, in my opinion, one of the best promos ever.
Okay, you kind of cut out there for a second, but that's Bret Hart.
That is, in fact, Bret Hart.
I had no clue until I got to the best there is, best there was part.
Mm-hmm.
Artist promos for 1,000.
2 minutes of maniacal laughter. I'm not even going to try and do it.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the hit because I don't know either.
It was Woken Matt Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
It was, I think, his first match back in WWE. And he just like kept laughing at the person for a while. And it was...
He was broken in TNA, and he came back and couldn't use broken. He just used the same character, but as Woken. That was
yeah,
weird era.
Yeah. Anyways, Bible passages. Paul. Hey, we got a Paul. A servant of God and an apostle of Jesus Christ, for the faith of God's elect and their knowledge of the truth that leads to godliness, and the hope of eternal life, the God who cannot lie, promised before time began.
Is this Exodus?
It's Titus.
Oh.
It's going into round 2 with 4,200 points. Landy boy, how we feeling?
Seeing this, I'm not feeling too good, Tommy boy. I'm going to finish with negative.
So we got wrestlers' last matches. I'm going to give you a wrestler. You tell me who the last person they wrestled is. We got New Japan World Wrestling Champions. I'm going to give you titles. You tell me who won them. How well do you know me? It's questions about wouldn't you know it? Me. Math equations. I promise this is really easy. And Shakespeare quotes from some of his most famous books. Where are we going?
Math equations for 4. Let's get this over with.
E equals
MC squared.
Alright, see, it's not that bad.
Sure, 800.
9 plus 10.
21.
See, look, what are you worried about?
1,200 is what I'm worried about.
69 plus 420.
Let me do the math in my head real quick. So that's... Oh, I wonder. 489.
Alright, you're wrong. It's hell yeah, but sure.
1,600.
2 to the power of 2.
4.
See, the easiest category on earth.
Yeah, sure. Finish it off.
Whatever this is.
Screw you. Screw you. 6.
Double it.
Is it actually 12?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, you just aced math equations, alright?
How well do I know you? 400.
The year I was born.
What is 2002?
Sure is.
You think I know you for 800.
My current dream car.
Oh, God. Is that one of those beater Hondas like we saw in the parking lot at Target?
A CRX? Honestly, that's up there.
Does that count?
I mean, it might, but I'd like you to guess the real one.
I don't know what the real one is, but I know you really like that Honda that we saw. That
You're right.
beater Honda.
It's a GS400, but God, I do love CRXs. I think after I get a GS 400, I'm gonna sell one of the Fieros. Well, I gotta get one of the Fieros running, then I'll sell the other one and replace that with the CRX.
Okay. I think I know you for 1200.
Where did I live?
In not so good old Illinois.
Yup. Kinda sucks. I hate Illinois.
One.
What's our next category, Landon? Oh. Oh, Landon has, disappeared, as it seems. Wonder where he could be. Sorry if you're hearing my air conditioning too. I'm not gonna turn it off. It's like a billion degrees in here. I have it set to 85, so the fact that it's on means it was like 90. It's, yeah. Ooh, Taco Bell. Landon, I think I know why you're sick all the time. It's because you eat Taco Bell 14 times a week.
Time for Operation Eat This Without Making a Mess.
So what's our next category?
New Japan Pro Wrestling Champions for 4.
The current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't know. Some Japanese dude.
Yeah, it's Haruki Goto.
Wrestlers' last matches for 4.
Chris Benoit.
CM Punk was supposed to be his match after, but who did he wrestle before?
Right.
Crap. Who's in 2007? Christian?
Christian who?
Oh, was it Christian?
No. It was Elisha Burke.
Oh. Man. 800, same category.
Undertaker.
AJ Styles.
It was, in fact, Mr. Styles himself.
In the Boneyard match. Shakespeare quotes for 400. Get that over with, too.
To be...
Or not to be. That's the question.
Yep. Where to?
800. Same category.
Good night, good night.
I don't know. I'm gonna take the hit.
Parting is such a sorrow.
Hey, 1600, how well do I know you?
How many pets have I had? I don't think I've ever said the full number, but just take a guess.
What is 3?
Okay, guess a way bigger number.
15.
Even more than that. I counted them all in my head before I made this. It even surprised me.
27.
I'll give you one more guess.
42.
Okay, no, it was 35.
I want to take a moment to shout out Rest in Peace Red.
Rest in peace to, I'm pretty sure, all 35 of them, because... Well, no, alright, no, one of my birds is probably still going if I had to guess. Probably some of the snakes. Yeah, yeah, most of them are probably dead, though.
Shout out specifically to Red.
Yeah, that too. She was awesome.
Wrestlers' last matches for 12.
Emily Ray.
Never heard of her.
Okay, it was Wendy Chu.
Oh. Yeah, I've never heard of that one in my life. 1600, same category.
R-Truth. This is what I thought before we found out.
Well, thankfully his most recent match was JC Mateo.
I thought it was Solo Sikoa at SmackDown.
No, Sol Sikoa was the manager.
Oh, Well, that's who I put down.
He actually
Let me see.
wrestled JC Mateo.
Alright. Yeah, I'll give you points for that.
Me know you do well how for
How many
2000.
cars do I currently own?
What is 4?
It is in fact 4, yeah. 2 Fieros, a Blazer, and a Fit.
Hey. Shakespeare quote for 12.
Be not afraid.
I'm gonna take the hit.
Of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them.
16. Let's run the thing down.
Fair is foul.
You know, this is fair. Taking the hit.
And foul is fair.
Oh, is that simple?
Yeah.
Finish it off.
There is nothing.
There's also no points to be gained from this. Take the hit.
Either good or bad, only thought that makes it so. Now, I will say, I'm pretty sure you know all 4 of these wrestlers. So, you know, I'll just give you that.
Okay, you're back.
I'm back. I thought we lost you.
Last match of the 2.
Kurt Angle.
Baron Corbin.
It was, in fact, Baron Corbin.
WrestleMania 35. 800 champions.
The current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Who is another Japanese dude?
Yeah, but which one?
Some dude with a lot of I's and O's in his name.
If I remember who this is, I know you know who this is.
I'm just gonna take the hit, Tommy boy.
El Desperado.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
1200.
The current never openweight champion. You definitely know this guy.
I'm gonna use my first skip.
Kensuke Takeshita.
Oh. Oh yeah, you mentioned he was gonna come up earlier. 1600, same category.
The current NJPW World Television Champion.
I use my second skip, Tommy boy.
It's El Phantasmo.
In 2000, just go ahead and.
Alright,
Yeah, skip
no, 2023 IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. I want you to sit here and guess it. I don't care how long it takes.
John Moxley?
No. He's this. Okay, I was gonna say this person's not American. So leaving here with 11,400 points, Landy boy. Congratulations, you did fantastic.
I did something. I did. Excuse me. I try my best.
Yeah. So anyways, we're some amount of time into this. Do you got anything planned for tonight?
I had a Jeopardy started, but I didn't get to finish it, so I'll probably have it in the next episode.
Oh, okay. Well,
You have anything else planned?
honestly, I thought we'd talk about WWE for longer, but I guess it wasn't that much to talk about.
How far in are we?
That's a great question. We could talk about some plot lines for Indy, ain't it? A
Could sit here.
little over an
If
hour.
If I have enough time, I can probably hurry to get my thing done.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. You got like 2.5 hours. Or wait,
Only been 30
sorry,
minutes.
hour and a half. I can't do time. Yeah, you got an hour and a half.
That was great. Jeopardy took up minutes on its own.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah, so the first episode of Indy, ain't it? I feel like it's a pretty good intro to most of the characters, the general vibe of like what the people do and say. You know, it's just a pilot episode. I feel like ending with Paul saying the line that's like the name of the episode's kind of funny, and I kind of think maybe we could do that in like every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. I mean, especially because like I think we absolutely should film on location, only because we wrote the Kitley Inn, which is literally in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So we kind of need that, unless we want to build a Kitley Inn and pay them for the license to use a fake Kitley Inn. But that would just be a lot of work when we could just give them like $500 to close for an hour and film them there. And yeah, I don't know quite where to go with the second one, because episode 2, it's gonna be cornfields and crime rates. Like where do we take the plot from there? Oh, I did have an idea. What if at some point we have Paul and like a couple friends conspire to kill Christy, and then like she dies, and then Larry like goes to yell at them, and he's like, wait a second, I'm free from that psycho bitch. She's not gonna tear my microwave apart. My stove is gonna work every day. Paul, you're a lifesaver.
Have you told our coworkers that we're naming characters after them?
A couple of them.
Who?
John. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. I try to think about it, and I'm like, actually, I don't really talk to that many people at work anymore. Most of the people that this is named after don't even work there, so. But, you know.
Right.
I'm trying to think. So we named episode 3 The Biggest Hoosier. I'm sure we had some kind of idea for that, but I can't think of what it is, and I feel like I don't know how we're gonna make that title work, but we got to get through episode 2 first. And I think Cornfields and Crime Rates is a good second episode title, but where's the plot for that go? You know.
Some of the main characters are coming in just like casual run-ins with the law, kind of like building up like, yeah, they're well versed with like the police and stuff like that already, but we're just like trying to introduce like, yeah, this is what they do, illegal stuff.
We could have Ty pull up to Paul's house on his go-kart and have them, I don't know, scheme some silly scheme like stealing newspapers and reselling them. And I don't know, we see them like
reselling.
Yeah, I don't know, they'll make up some sort of racket about it, but we'll have, them like stealing newspapers from all the, like the newspaper bins around town. And
what would be hilarious? They have like some cities do like the free newspaper bin, like anybody can take one. What if they take though like all the free newspaper bins from every bin in the city, start filling those on the streets?
Or like, what if they start their own newspaper box, but you have to put a quarter in to open it up and get your paper. So they take all the free papers and put it in their paid boxes.
Ooh.
But they don't have a permit, and that's what they get charged for.
That could work.
But like maybe they try to run from the cops on Ty's go-kart and go through a cornfield, and we can have a funny scene of, like a Crown Vic chasing a go-kart through a cornfield.
There you go. That gives you the 2 things for the title.
Yeah. We probably have to have Ty like. Actually, we did say that he modified the go-kart a little bit, so we'll just like have it on some big tires from like episode 1, so they can like clearly go off-road. And then that'll make sense, because those skinny little slick tires they put on 99% go-karts, they'd not go through mud.
I'm locked in trying to focus in on this thing I'm making.
All right. I am a little over 100 things into the bottom 1,000 things. So that's about 10% of the way done. Actually, no, I think it's like 15% of the way done. So yeah, you can expect that in like a month whenever I finish it.
All right.
So me and Sean were thinking, because it might take a really, really long time to start making a substantial amount of money off just the RKO videos, since they're going to be like short form, that we could build for like about $1,000 like a really, really cheap 12 by 12 ring that's like really shitty, wouldn't feel that great, but it would allow us to make some like really stupid backyard wrestling videos and put those online too. Since that would be long form and it pays more, hopefully that would grow at a similar rate, and then that could fund the real money for the real ring, and then get like a 16 by 16 whatever. What do you think about that? Would you referee us wrestling on a really shitty 12 by 12 mat?
I'd love to.
All right. We'll get the ball rolling on that then.
We could really sell by like having like absolutely awful like presentation and gear. Like I'll have a homemade referee shirt. I get like a white T-shirt and just spray paint black buttons on it.
I just wear the Dollywood one.
Really? Yeah, that's too high quality though.
No, but we'd be doing like real wrestling. It'd just being like a shitty ring. God, we're just freeze framed on you biting down on a taco right now, and like it's kind of hot. Wait a second, let me took a screenshot of that. Yeah.
Screenshot of what?
So we got frozen on a still of you biting down on the taco. Thinking that might be a funny thumbnail.
Of course it will.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't it?
Hey, Ethan, you're the boss around here.
Yeah, sometimes. I think we're really co-bosses. I mean, hey, you have the ability to make YouTube shorts now. You could put some horrible things I've said out there for hundreds of people to see. You could ruin me with content that's already on the show. Looking through our list of episodes, I feel like the second half of the season is going to be really easy to write. It's going to be a lot of fun to write. It's going to have a lot of great ideas. But we do got to like build up through the first like 5 episodes to get there. Like 5 episodes, the first 5, I feel like really got to like establish what the show is going to be, who everyone is, all the settings, whatnot. And then 6 through 17 are just going to be some of the best episodes in TV history. Like Midwest and Midworst. All right, right after, uh, like, all right. So episode 1, hard time in Hoosierville. We finished that one. Number 2, cornfields and crime rates. Number 3, the biggest Hoosier. Number 4, what happens in Indy stays on your record. Number 5, land to 10,000 potholes. Really setting the stage for like everything there. And then we got Midwest, followed by Midworst. Like, those just gotta be really funny. Paul just getting shit on at every corner, sort of thing. The Great Hoosier Hoax. We get to set up some sort of hoax to like a city official, maybe a mayor or something. That could be cool. Nothing but net losses. I think we talked about him like going to a sports game and betting a ton of money and then losing it. Crossroads to regret, highways and headaches, the Orange Barrel Mafia, meet me in Naptown if you dare, Midwest Mirage, not so Grand Prix, tax dollars at work or not, and then now leaving Indianapolis. Like, it's gonna be a solid run of just fantastic content right there.
I think we have like a fantastic episode title. This it's just the ideas now to fill them up. It's each.
Yeah, I mean, I got ideas for all those. It's just getting to those ideas. Also, I put a few extra things in the the general ideas area. I got have a fake wrestling company, with like parodies of real wrestlers.
Right.
Yeah, that's about all I got. Oh, I added a character that we'll eventually put into season 2, Jonathan Stankley. You can probably guess who that's based on. And basically, my plan for him is that sometime in season 2, he'll buy the other house next to Paul, and like get in fights with Larry, but they'll be fighting in in Paul's yard, like arguing and throwing hands with each other, like in his yard all the time.
Yeah.
And then maybe at that point we could kill Christy off, and we could have Larry come out as gay, and then Jonathan will come out as gay.
Oh. No.
No, I don't want gay people
joke.
in my show. This is a homo-free
Well,
TV show, probably.
well, didn't you literally write? I'm not going to question. I'm not going to. There's something you wrote on the dog, but I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah. I think I just wrote that because I was really angry at that person. I don't think we actually need them in the show.
We're not going to put that person in the show.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about all I got, though.
Man. I am currently blazing through making this Jeopardy.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you got.
Hey. You got anything else you want to continue discussing?
Well, we could talk about, shit, I don't know. If you could have done one thing to those kids that were yelling at WWE, what would it have been?
Man. You know those cannons they shoot like the clowns out of at the circus sometimes?
Yeah.
I would aim that straight at the jumbotron, or the entrance stage, right? The big screen on the stage,
Yeah.
and just one by one, launch those children into the giant LED board,
Okay.
and then proceed to climb to the top, arms out, and just Jeff Hardy style, swanton bomb onto the wreckage. Hope I hit one of them.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'd probably get a chair, right? and like open it up a little bit and stick their heads through it so the backrest is up against the back of their head.
Oh,
And then I'd use some zip ties to, like, close it real tight so that they're like locked in there. And then I'd go up to
oh
the
God.
barricade and I'd pick the chair up and I'd just slam them into the barricade head first over and over like an angry gorilla.
Oh my gosh. Tommy boy.
This is my
That's
two
horrific
cents.
even for your standards.
I mean, I had to
That
think
is
of
awful.
something to one up you. Yeah, hold on. You're talking about shooting him out of a cannon, but me bashing him head first into a barricade is too much.
Well, the cannon at least is safe because they shoot people out of it at a circus.
Yeah, they land in nets, not hit a jumbotron. That's the point. You land in something soft, not solid.
Hey, the jumbotron's only like 3 or 4 inches thick. They'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Also, did you see the comments that I happened to leave on the side of the Indiana dock?
Uh. No.
I don't know if they'll
What?
show up on mobile, but I left some comments on there, just like things I noticed.
Can I look at him? I don't know. Uh. Hmm.
Hmm.
I can insert comments, but it doesn't show me where any of them are. Yeah, I don't think it does, but I could definitely.
So whenever we go off
Yeah.
air, you can check the Google Docs. We don't spoil the script for our lovely viewers.
All right. I'm sure they'd love to see it, but yeah, it's too bad. It's got 7,007 words. That's a lot of words. Is there really no way to look at comments on mobile? Let me use Google. I bet there is. Doc comment on mobile. Oh. Alright. Oh, there we go.
You see it now?
Yeah. Okay, so you got both the references. Yeah. I mean, it's not coming from any. The one. It's not coming from anywhere. It's just funny. I feel like. Because we made a Stone Cold reference with I need a beer brother, and that's the bottom line. So I feel like it'd be
Right.
funny if we just made a wrestling reference here or there. Uh, so yeah,
I don't get just the tombstone out of nowhere.
because Paul doesn't like when Sean calls him P Dog and he gets annoyed by it, so he
Okay.
just hits him with a tombstone. And then yes,
I got it.
really the medicine that Trevor's mom wanted at the end of GTA. I mean, we can make it something else, but I just figured it's funny.
I'm scared to bite into this burrito because I know my screen's gonna freeze again. You're gonna have me going ham on a burrito
At least you're
halfway
not.
down my little.
You know what? You should eat a hot dog with no bun and let me screenshot that.
No, absolutely not. I might even just save the burrito to eat later. Honestly,
Okay. I mean, I've eaten some questionable things on here. You could easily get a screenshot of me that looks a little suspicious. Yeah, what do you think of the script though? Like, do you think this is TV quality right here?
maybe.
Oh,
I
hold
think
on.
the pro. I think you intend to write with way too much profanity if it's going to be actually made. Like, I mean, way, way, way too much.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where you want to.
Like, I don't have a problem with it. It's just you use an absurd amount.
I. Not really.
I mean, every other line is it's just string. Like the entire Larry dialogue after the second half of the episode is just a string of Taylor mouth.
Yeah, okay, Larry is, but. I mean. Yeah, like, I tried to hold back, honestly. There's a lot of times where I'm like, I could say this. I'm like, oh, it's got a swear in it though. I should tone it down. So like, I think it's pretty tame, you know. Like, I'm reading right now where Sean's talking about how he knows what lighter fluid getting poured through a stripper's panties tastes like.
Yeah, that was a
I got one
very,
swear.
very way too in depth thing, by the way.
Huh? Yeah, it's something.
I gotta
There's
step
two
out.
swears in that whole thing.
Unqualified pee break.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, and then after that, I've got like a category and a half. I gotta finish up. All right.
Sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Landy doesn't like it. Landy takes everything too seriously. Takes wrestling too seriously. Takes writing too seriously. Sometimes you just gotta do something that's fun, man. He's too much. How do you say it? You can feel so in control that you end up out of control. And that's where he's at. In my opinion. You know, I don't know. Maybe. I know I like where I'm at, so. Oh well. What's he gonna do about it? Fuck's sake, I can't type. XT. I'm thinking about buying a 9060 XT 16 gigabyte because it should be a lot better than my graphics card. But
I've returned.
All right, sounds good. So I'm thinking about upgrading graphics cards. Well, I want to build a whole new PC, but that costs a lot of money. So the main thing I'm looking at here, hold on, yeah, is a AMD Radeon 9060 XT 16 gigabyte to replace my NVIDIA RTX 3060 12 gigabyte. And I don't know, it should be pretty good, but I don't know, I feel like the performance gain, it just isn't that much for whatever it is, like the $150 more it costs. I really want it because it can do 4K better than my card can do, and I really like 4K. Plus, it supports FSR4, and my thing only supports, I think, DLSS 3, so it's sort of better, but I don't know. I'll probably get it. If I do get it, though, then I'm inevitably going to get an Ultra 7 265K to go with that, but then I'm going to need DDR5 RAM and a new motherboard, and it's going to be like $1,000. I don't want to spend that, but I know I'm going to end up spending it anyways.
All right. I am breezing through this. Like I'll be done within the next be 10 minutes probably.
All right. Yeah, the only thing my 3060 has over the 9060 is the CUDA cores. It has like 1,500 more CUDA cores, which, I mean, not that I ever really use them because I don't do like 3D modeling, but if I were to do that, it's just nice to have more. So what I'd probably end up doing is getting the 9060, putting it in this PC, waiting until they build the entire other PC, then swap the 9060 in there and put the 3060 back into this one. I was trying to see though if
And I'm sorry if I'm not responding. I'm just trying to like figure out how to word some of these clues.
you're all good. I'm just trying to figure out how the power supply situation would work. I think both my cards use an 8 pins, or both. If that one would use an 8 pin and this one does, so should be good. But also the 9060, it's a 128 bit, where the 3060 is a 192, so it's like, I don't know. Then there's like the 9070, but it's like $500. I don't really want to get that. Graphics cards are in a weird place right now. I don't know. I just don't feel like upgrading. But I want to. But, yeah. You know what? It's like 100 million degrees in here. I'm going to turn my air on a little bit. The audio's going to sound slightly worse, but oh well. It's worth it. Yeah, and the main reason I want to upgrade my graphics card, mainly just for playing games at 4K, but also because on newer games, my card just doesn't load them right, and things don't look right, and that would be fixed with a better graphics card. Like Clear Obscure Expedition 33, for instance. That game is virtually unplayable on my PC. I have like slightly better than the minimum settings for it, but it runs like shit and it looks like shit. I feel like if I had a better graphics card, that just wouldn't be a problem. But you know, it's one of those things. And you know, like was it the 9070 XT? It's not that much different to the 9060. It just uses a lot more power, which makes it better, but it's so much more expensive. But it is a 256 bit over a 192, and the clock speed is way higher than my PC, so like if I could afford one of those, well, I mean I can. If I really wanted to buy one of those, I would, but I don't know. It's just cool though.
I'm about done, Tommy boy.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I just realized I got something saved on my phone that's like a huge piece of news that happened recently that I've been meaning to bring up on here, but we'll save it for after Jeopardy.
Alright.
So I hit the gym today, and for being 1:30 on a Sunday afternoon, like, I figured it would be a little busy, but this is genuinely like the busiest I have ever seen my local Planet Fitness. It was like, I don't know, like at any time there was like 3 or 4 open machines, and like maybe a few weights sitting on the rack. So I barely got a workout in today, but did some sort of unconventional stuff to still meet my needs. So it was something. I kind of like doing like weird workouts like that sometimes. So I'll focus on like a lot of muscles that I don't normally do, like my obliques and my lower side muscles and my abs, and I'll just do random things, just do them.
Finish.
Oh, we're almost there.
Copy the link.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, it is happening.
Come on, Ryan, dance with me.
I'm gonna reopen the first one. Now, Tommy Boy, are you ready?
The time is now.
All right, we good? We screaming?
Yeah, we're here.
All right. So in round one, sorry, we got what's that country's official language? MTV shows, songs from my Spotify playlist by lyric. I'll give you a couple lyrics from the song. You can tell me what song it is.
All right.
Real or fake? NASCAR driver edition. It's supposed to say driver. And my personal favorite category, the 13%.
Okay. Oh.
I've been stewing on this one for a while. I finally decided to do it today.
I can't wait to see what you got there. We'll start with what is this country's official language for 200?
All right, Austria.
Austrian.
Germany. Not Germany, but German.
Okay.
They speak German.
They
I put Germany.
They speak the whole country.
It's German.
Dang. All right. Official languages for 4.
All right. Egypt.
Oh. I bet it's not Egyptian. I bet they got some like. Oh man, like it's not gonna be some sort of African. I bet it's like a Middle East language. I don't know what they call it.
You'd be correct because Egypt is practically in the Middle East.
Yeah. Like I don't know what like the Muslim language is called. That's the thing. I don't know. They speak terrorist. Final guess.
Speak Arabic.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that. MTV shows for 200.
Believe it or not, MTV used to play this over there. Put the M in MTV.
Music television.
Yeah, music videos, but yes.
Yeah. 13% for 1,000.
All right. These are their 2 favorite fruits.
Grapes and watermelon. No, bananas and watermelon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would have also accepted banana.
Okay.
I gotta think about it.
I was thinking grape Kool-Aid, but then I'm like, wait, monkeys, banana. Yeah. Wow. Songs from your Spotify playlist by lyric for 600.
Okay. I'm burning through the sky, yeah, 200 degrees. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling with the speed of light. I'm gonna make a supersonic man out of you.
Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
MTV for 400.
This show airs 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, 13 months a year over MTV. featuring everyone's second favorite skateboarder, in somewhat viral, in air quote, videos.
I'm Rob Deerdeck, and you're watching Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song is engraved in my memory.
Official language of this portion of land for 600.
Alright. The Netherlands.
Dutch.
If you didn't know what I was going to say,
Dutch,
if you didn't know what I was going to say, this country has a
Mike
plan.
is the rat. Yeah.
This country has a plan.
Spotify playlist by lyric from your songs for 200.
Alright. What's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they got a front? What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent?
Take the hit. I have no idea.
Wee-oo. Uh-oh, and you marry Tyler Moore.
Oh, is it the How I Met Your Mother intro song?
No, it's Buddy Holly by Weezer.
Oh, yeah, it is.
What's with these homies dissing my girl?
Okay.
Bro.
I don't listen to Weezer that much, alright? Especially that song.
Leave me alone.
Alright, how does these countries' officials flick their tongue for 800?
Brazil.
I don't they speak Portuguese?
They do indeed speak Portuguese. Portuguese.
Yeah. MTV for 600.
Alright. This show features celebrities showcasing their homes and expensive objects located within them.
MTV Cribs.
It is indeed Cribs.
It turns out a lot of those are rental homes, and they owned basically nothing you saw in the houses. Man. 13% for 200.
Alright. They love to partake in this sport, whether professionally or in the streets.
Shooting. No, basketball.
Same thing.
Yeah. 13% for 400.
Alright, they love to hold their pew-pews oriented like this.
Sideways.
Yeah.
Which, look.
Giving up accuracy for style.
No, I actually want to give them credit for this. If you know how to aim a pistol, holding it sideways is way more ergonomic than holding it vertical. When you hold it vertical, you're crossing the tibia and fibula, like right here at the wrist, and it creates a bit of tension, so your hand gets sore from doing this all day. If you hold it sideways, they're perpendicular to each other, so as long as you know how to aim it like that, it's actually way more comfortable. Yeah, I fuck with it,
right,
so to speak.
Right.
Oh, that reminded me of a joke I want to make. So, in Indy, Ain't It, we made it so Ty thinks that indigo, the blue color, like you see on the screen, is indigo, like Indiana go.
Yeah.
Right? What if we had him, like, instead of saying so to speak, he says, like, so to speak, like, you know.
Soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And then have one of the characters explain what the actual saying is. I don't know. I thought that'd be a funny joke.
Genius.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a funny joke for this. I don't know. The $1,000 one we got left over on the left side.
The Vatican City.
It's either Latin or English. Latin, I guess.
Actually, Italian.
That's Latin. Yeah.
They deliver like certain news and stuff in Latin as like a traditional thing, but it's officially listed on Wikipedia as Italian.
Alright, I thought those were the same thing. Man, your Spotify playlist for 400.
Alright, we come too far to give up. We are So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. I can't sing because that'd give it away in the melody.
I'm up all night for good fun. So up all night to get some. We're up all night to get lucky. What is that song called? Yeah, okay. I was never. Yeah, alright. I was never going to get that. Thanks for giving it to me. Alright. I haven't touched a NASCAR yet because I'm scared of it. 1,000. NASCAR for 1,000.
Whole customer.
Real.
Current driver.
Alright. MTV shows for 1,000.
Alright. This stunt show, heavily in quotations, featuring stars like Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, and Wee Man, aired from 2000 to 2002.
That would be Jackass. The following that was Wild Boys, which was just as good. Maybe better.
Shout out Steve-O. Steve-O was incredible.
13% for 800.
Oh boy. One of their favorite restaurants is this fast food joint, with orange as a primary color.
I was going to say KFC, but no, it's Popeyes if you're talking orange.
Yeah, Popeyes.
And, you know what, let's just wipe out the 13% like I hope we all eventually do.
Oh boy. Instead of simply pulling over, they instead do this.
Oh, they hit that skirt run from the Jakes, you know?
I'll let you read this, Tommy boy.
Proceed to drive 70 to 80 miles an hour recklessly, hit a few cars, signs, fire hydrants, and sidewalks, get in a chase lasting 20 to 30 minutes, run out of gas or crash, jack another car, unload a few dozen rounds, keep swerving in and out of multiple lanes on the freeway, crash again, all before finally surrendering after getting pit maneuvered and then getting shot in the face. Like they all deserved you. Oh, yeah.
No, I do not condone.
All of them except for my one black friend. I want my black friend to get a free crime pass. I want him to be able to commit all the black activities he wants, free of charge. If I was president, I'd give him a free crime pass. Just saying. I'd give him a personal pardon pass that he just has to show to a police officer that gets out of any crime.
That might be the greatest answer to a question I've ever written, by the way.
That is pretty good, yeah. Real or fake for 200?
Dick Trickle.
I wonder, huh? Yeah, it's gotta be real.
Shout out Dick Trickle. R.I.P.
MTV shows, wipe them out. Like, Ridiculousness wiped out every other show from MTV.
Hit My Ride was an outlandish show featuring crappy cars getting made somehow worse after adding modifications. It was hosted by this rapper.
Oh, God.
I threw you for a curve. Ooh, Hit My Ride was going to be on here.
Yeah, I know who it is, but, Exhibit. I think that's his name. Yeah.
Hey, dog, we noticed you like bowling. So we put a full 30-foot bowling lane in the back of your truck.
Yo, you said you had a pet fish, so I put a fish tank where your air conditioner used to be.
Oh, a blub.
Yo, we saw you eating that free popcorn we had in the front when you walked in. So we put a popcorn maker in the trunk. It's permanently mounted. You can't take it out, but we're going to take it out before you leave.
Hey, dog, we noticed you said you're a cancer survivor. So we put an MRI machine in the back of your truck.
So we lined the roof with uranium. Guaranteed to re-diagnose you. Yeah. This show is crazy.
Where are we going now?
Spotify for 800.
Alright, Josie's on a vacation far away, coming around and talk it over. So many things I want to say. You know, I like my girls a little bit older. There we go.
Stacy's mom has got it going on, right? Stacy's mom?
It is not Stacy's mom, I'll tell you that.
Oh. I was just thinking because I like my girls a little bit older. Alright.
My girl's a little bit older. Da 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 da.
Is this another Weezer song?
No, this is by The Outfield.
I don't even know who that is. I'm just
One
gonna,
hit wonder. This is their only big
I'm
song.
just gonna take the hit.
Your love.
Yeah, I would
I
not have
don't
got
wanna
that.
lose your love
Oh,
tonight.
that. Okay.
I
Well,
just
that would have
wanna
gave it away.
use your love tonight.
We'll finish that off for 1,000.
Right. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how.
I'm again just gonna take the hit here. I have no idea.
'Cause maybe
Oh,
you're
Oasis.
gonna be the one that saves me.
All
And
right.
after all, yeah.
We'll just make our
You're
way
my
down.
wonderwall. Lake Speed.
That sounds too real. Fake. Damn.
Real. I finally tripped you on one.
Yep. 600. Fake.
Stroker Ace. That's a movie character.
Yeah.
And finally, Hal Naughton Jr.
That has to be real. There's no way you made that up.
That's Ricky Bobby's best friend.
Oh. So it is
John C.
technically
Reilly
real.
plays him.
No. Yeah. All right. 5,400
so-
points. I'll take it.
5400 going into
Oh,
double
two
jeopardy
teams.
going on.
Hell yeah.
There we go, one team. And you can see we have some good categories lined up for
Yeah.
round 2.
All right.
We got what's their finisher? 2000 movies again, but this time they're poorly worded. SmackDown, May 30th, 2025. 2010's YouTubers, and then Old or New Testament. I'll give you a book of the Bible. You just tell me if it's in the Old Testament or the New Testament.
Okay. What's their finisher for 400?
All right, Randy Orton.
The RKO.
It is.
2000s movies for 400.
Okay. This it's supposed to, that scene's not supposed to be there. But this outcast high school student in Idaho befriends a Hispanic who also attends the school. The title character loves tater tots from tetherball.
It's outcast high school student in Idaho. Oh, is this, oh my god, I think I've seen this. Part-time Indian.
You're insane. It's Napoleon
Oh,
Dynamite.
shit. Similar plot, alright, if you word it that way.
Man.
Look, I swear to God, that's exactly how part-time Indian is too. Anyways, SmackDown for 400.
This person opened the show, unfortunately.
What do you mean by opened?
Like as soon as the pre-show matches stopped and the actual SmackDown started, like whenever they were on TV, who opened the show for TV?
Oh,
Like,
is that
who went out there
that
first?
Bianca?
Unfortunately,
Okay. Old or New Testament for 4.
Song of Songs.
Old?
Yeah, old.
2010s
I mean, you
YouTubers
got a
for
50-50
8.
chance on all these. Matt Pat popularized various series are related to ranting or debating on games, food, fashion, and film. But hey, they were just
Theory. Whatever, Theory. God, I miss Matt Pat. 2000s movies, but you word them horrifically for 800.
Alright, Asian dude and India dude meet Neil Patrick Harris and try for hours to get tiny burgers.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Yeah.
One of my... I think I've said on here before, I'm very critical of stoner movies. Like Mac and Dev go to high school. Before I had ever smoked weed, I thought that was a hilarious movie. After I figured out what being high is like, that was one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is exactly what it's like to be way too fucking stoned and want some fucking burgers. It is fantastic. It is hilarious. Best stoner movie ever. SmackDown for 800.
This woman really entertained us in the pre-show women's match.
I don't remember her name, but it was that black girl that was twerking a lot.
I'm pretty sure she's Asian, but yeah, it's Michin. I'll get it.
Oh. It's hard to tell with the lights down, but yeah, she was shaking ass out there. Actually, there's a couple of them shaking ass out there. It was a good time.
Shout out Michin.
Yeah, 2010s YouTubers for 400.
The most subscribed to YouTuber for the majority of the decade.
PewDiePie. He's actually still the most subscribed singular person channel on YouTube.
And I shout at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast sucks now.
Yeah. What's their finisher for 8?
A company.
Yeah. Oh.
Kenny Omega. There's 2 acceptable answers here.
Honestly, I don't know either of them, so I'm going to be taking a total guess here. Oh man, what would his finisher be? If there's 2 acceptable answers, I'm gonna make 2 guesses.
I'll give you 2 guesses.
It's either a pile driver or a power bomb.
One-winged angel or the V-trigger.
Dang, not even close. 2010s YouTubers for 1200.
1200. This channel made what could only be described as anti-tutorials, often involving some kind of destruction, and always, for some reason, involving eggs.
Oh God, what's his name?
You know who I'm talking about.
Oh God, How to Basic? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude smashes $500 worth of eggs in every video. Old or new for 800.
New for 800. John.
Old. Oh.
New Testament.
Dang. SmackDown for 12.
Repeat the name of the following move. Very simple.
It's
a
an
simple
RKO.
body slam. RKO. Oh my gosh, it was the RKO. RKO. Did you just see the RKO?
Yeah. Old or new for 12.
Axe.
Ooh, I think that's new.
Yeah.
What's their finisher for 12? Tombstone. It's Undertaker. Oh.
Jamie Hayter.
I always forget the name of it, but it's where you do the Bane thing and break their back over your knee. It's like a spine buster, or back breaker, or something.
I can tell you that we have mentioned this in some way relating to something we wanted to get related.
It's the Haterade. The Haterade.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Alright. SmackDown for 16.
Hey, this man was booed out the building.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
2000s movies for 12. Fast and Furious. Oh.
European man creates chaos and meets new friends in a bed and breakfast, rodeo, church, and more. Very nice.
What is Borat? Alright, we'll finish off SmackDown.
I had to throw in the very nice. Oh no! Someone touched Chelsea Green! What's your reaction?
Yeah, I'm not gonna even try to scream that loud. A horrific banshee scream is absolutely deafening.
Yeah. I was gonna give you points for screaming like a banshee, but yeah.
What's their finisher for 16?
John Cena.
John Chana, he does the aptitude adjustment.
Aptitude adjustment or STF.
Yeah. How did they finish me off for 2000?
Triple H.
Oh, the pedigree.
Yeah.
It's old or new for 16.
16. Micah.
Oh, that I believe is New Testament.
Old Testament, Tommy Boy.
Dang. Alright, 2010s for 16.
Okay. This gaming channel specialized in a husband and wife playing various Minecraft mods, specifically the Lucky Block games. They are now divorced.
Popular MMOs, Matt and Jen.
Yeah. Oh, Pat's like in rough shape now. I miss the old Pat.
Yeah. 2000s movies for 2000.
Okay. Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. Gotta have me my boats and hoes. The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. You in the bottom while drinking sangria. Nachos, limit head, and my dad's boat. We won't go down because we float. Around the world, cruise port to port. Every time I'm not gonna finish that line.
I don't know, unfortunately. I'm gonna use my first skip. I'm taking my first skip.
All right. It's Step Brothers.
Oh, okay.
I should put the Catalina wine mixer in there.
2000s movies, finish them off.
All right. The Joker and Taylor Swift's ex ride horses, fall in love, and wear way too much leather.
That's one of the my goodness, it's like I know exactly what movie it is. I remember where they drive the Lamborghini into the water and he leaves Harley to drown. It's one of the Justice League movies, right? Like part of like the Snyderverse.
No, it is not a superhero movie at all.
Wait, what? Hold on.
You gotta think of it at a deeper level than just the Joker.
Okay, not literally the Joker.
Right, but
like Heath Ledger or something.
It's not the Joker. It's just.
But
it's like if you're on the right track.
I said Heath Ledger, and you said it's not the Joker.
I'm just saying it is not the Joker.
Or it could be like
you're okay. I'll just
what?
Yeah, you're right. It is Heath Ledger.
Okay.
It's too much. It's Heath Ledger.
I was thinking like that. Like that's the Joker from the 2000s. Well, how is it? Yeah. All right. And Taylor Swift's ex. She has a few hundred of them. And I don't think that football player guy is an actor. So I don't know that many for exes. I don't know any for exes actually. Well, like what? Where did Heath Ledger fall into a gay romantic relationship with someone who wear too much leather? Brokeback Mountain?
You got it.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger and Jake.
Let's go.
Gyllenhaal, I think.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, we got 2010 YouTubers. We'll do that one.
All right. Incredibly handsome bald guy Michael Stevens made videos for this channel talking about the scientific and cultural differences and wonders of the world.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
And you're rolling into the last clue.
Oh.
Hosea.
Skip, but I'm gonna say old. It's new. Oh.
Yeah. So if you notice, I had Hosea, Micah,
and
and
Dutch John. Yeah.
So You're walking in here with 24,200 points.
Yeah, pretty good. It's one of my better rounds.
That might honestly be your best round. No, you had 2,500. 25,800.
Yeah. I think I had one
This
higher
is
than
your.
that before, didn't I?
You had 29,000 in
Yeah.
Unqualified Jeopardy too. You killed it though.
I did better than I thought I
you.
would. Dude, you aced all those math questions, though. They were pretty hard, but you got through them.
That might have been one of my best Jeopardies I've ever made personally, just because the 13% is one of my favorite categories I've made.
Yeah, that was a good one. I appreciated that.
I kind of venture off onto my bad cop side a little bit more.
That's my favorite part of the show when you let the bad cops slip.
Like just walk on the line, not even like toe over the line. No, just like step on the line.
Yeah.
Just like dip my toe over the line a little bit.
You lightly grazed the line.
Yeah.
The line is aware of your presence.
It's somehow aware of my presence, but yes.
Well, what should we do to fill out the rest of the show? We can do a tier
How much
list.
time's left?
Good question. Let's see. We got 45 minutes. We could do a tier list in 45 minutes.
We could.
I picked the last couple, so I think we should leave it up to you.
Alright, me. Now, I'm not trying to go 5 hours ranking flags again, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that was horrific. But we got through it. We took it seriously for like
Eventually.
2 hours, and then after that, it's like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this is horrible.
This sucks,
Yeah.
Okay. I think of what we haven't done yet.
I know, we've ranked so many things. We could try ranking sex toys, or well, you don't have much experience with
I have
them.
an idea.
Alright.
Okay, this is perfect right here.
I can't wait. What do we got?
So, I was only able to find one that's like this. It's variation. We're doing large dog breeds. So the 66.
Oh,
It has all the names on there.
okay.
And a couple of these are like dogs I have or have had.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I've had
the
like 2 of these.
Alright, so I think we'll start. Yeah, we'll just start off with the Kita. Pretty cool dog.
Doge.
Popular in Japan, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
They're
those are
adorable.
one thinks that like an A tier for me.
Yeah, easy. It's a fantastic little doggy.
The Alaskan Malamute, I assume.
Yeah, Malamutes, dude, they're adorable. Sometimes they get these like really big like forehead mounds that like contain their brain, because they got big brains. Yeah, they're cool. I fuck with them. I like them.
I give it also an A tier. Now the American Bulldog. Who doesn't love a bulldog?
Bulldogs aren't even that big, and my friend had a couple. They're not that great.
So you don't love a bulldog. I do.
They're like a C tier dog to me.
Okay, I was gonna say A tier. We'll meet in the middle. The Anatolian Shepherd dog. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, me neither, but that looks like a good old boy right there.
Yeah, it looks like a good old B tier.
Yeah.
Where are we putting the Australian Shepherd?
I love Australian Shepherds. They're cool. They're friendly. They're big. They're fluffy. They're just little bundles of happiness. It's another
A-tier
A-tier dog. Yeah.
The Basset Hound, though.
I mean, they're freaking adorable, but they can't get anywhere because they're long and they don't have any fucking
Yeah.
legs. Like it's like a. If they weren't cute, I'd put them
High
in D
B.
tier. Like it's more like a C tier to me.
Okay, I'll give you C. However you pronounce
A
that.
Baccarat or Bucerin.
Boucheron? Yeah, Buceron? I don't know.
I don't
Looks
know.
like just a C tier dog.
Yeah, it looks like a dog for sure.
I mean, it's definitely a dog. A Belgian Malinois.
Malinois, yeah, Belgian Malinois.
Oh,
They're
Malinois.
those are hilarious dogs. They're super high energy and yeah, they're great. They're like little kangaroos, but in dog form. It's like
I think like B tier.
I was thinking S tier, dude. It's a fantastic dog right
Yeah,
there.
we'll meet in the middle. Meet in the middle. Belgian sheepdog.
It's just a majestic dog. I think that's another S tier one.
All right, yeah, I'll give you S tier. Uh, Belgian Tervuren.
I'd never heard of these in my life. That looks like a scary dog though. Like if I was walking outside
Yeah.
and I saw one of those like walking up my driveway, I'd think it's like a fucking werewolf. Like I'd either
Look at
run
those
or fight
lifeless
it.
eyes. Lifeless eyes.
Yeah,
Now, a Bernese Mountain Dog.
I love these, dude. They're
That is a
one
good
of my
boy.
favorite dog
That's
breeds.
just a good boy.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never had one.
me neither. But they're
But I would
one of my
absolutely
favorites just based on how they are.
Black Russian Terror. A terrier.
Terror. Yeah, I'm sure terror is
Terrier.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Russian, yeah.
Anything that comes
Black
from
Russian
Russia, it's a
Terrier.
little scary.
Terrier.
Uh, I don't know. That looks like a very average dog,
Yeah.
like a C tier dog.
You know. And I don't think it probably doesn't look like it can even see anything.
Probably not.
Bloodhounds, though.
Bloodhound, man, I
And A
like.
tier.
Alright, I'll give you that. They're pretty cool.
I mean, they're so ugly, but at the same time,
Yeah.
bloodhounds. A blue tick coonhound.
I feel like these are like one of the staple
Snobby.
dogs of the southern U.S. Like a lot of people have these for some reason. They're
C
I don't
tier.
know. No, maybe B tier. I don't know. I like them. They're nice.
We'll go low B. A or bowl.
I don't know, but
Bowl.
that dude has a fat nutsack. It's literally dragging on the ground, dude. Like,
Just
holy
looks
shit.
like a dollar store boxer.
Oh, what's the oh man, what it's like a I can't remember the type of dog. The black, they're like really really skinny but tall dogs, and they got like the pointy ears, and they're black with like a little bit of like brown on them, or brown with black on them, or something.
I have no clue what you're describing.
We'll probably see them later. This looks like a fat one of those.
B tier.
Yeah.
All right, border collie. Another
man.
popular one, but
Yeah, one of my friends had a border collie. They're nice. They're like golden retrievers in the way that they're just like a really friendly, nice dog.
definitely exist. Bouvier de Flandres.
Yeah, it's definitely a dog. That's one of them.
It
Yeah.
exists. It exists.
Yeah.
Boxer. I'm gonna make a executive decision. The first
Yeah.
dog I had growing up was a boxer.
Okay. I never had
Died
one,
at
but
the
I
age of
like
like
'em.
12 of canine cancer. So,
Hmm.
rest in peace, Gypsy. You were a good dog for the 12 years you were on this planet. Passed away before I lived here.
Hmm.
Just had to make an executive decision. We'll move any breeds that we've personally had and loved
Yeah.
up best here. Bracco Italiano.
How could you not love that face? I love dogs with personalities. They're like, they know how to beg for things with just a look. Like it's Yeah.
You're thinking like A or S.
Oh man, that dog right there is an S tier dog. That specific
Alright.
one, that breed, maybe A tier,
I was
but
good with
that
the other.
dog, yeah,
Broholmer.
it looks like a pit bull, but like a mutt. Like that just looks like
It
a
just
pit
looks
bull that
like
got lost in an orgy. You know.
like if you had to imagine just a generic dog, I'm sure that's what most people would picture.
This is
It's
like what the dogs on BoJack Horseman are modeled after.
this is one of the dogs. Bull Terrier, ugly.
What? Dude, the target
That thing's
dog?
ugly.
The target dog?
Yes, it is ugly.
Oh my god, dude, they're adorable.
Where would you rank it? Where do you want to rank it?
I mean, you got at least give it a C tier, dude. It's not fair putting it there.
I think it looks like it's gonna like eyes wide open. It's gonna run into the furniture, you know.
They got a long.
Occasion Shepherd.
Yeah. I mean, that one looks like a little puppy, which is cute, but I'm pretty sure those things get to be pretty freaking big. Like, you know, like that's like a real like mountain dog right there. Those things can fight a bear if they're big enough.
E tier.
Sure.
Right. Chesapeake Bay Retriever. I mean,
that
that
just
picture
it looks like a
is cool.
that looks like a pit bull, like but with like slightly longer hair. But I mean, yeah, that's adorable. It's got to be like an A tier dog.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll go A tier. Chinese Sharp Hay.
Dude, I don't like these, man. They're ugly.
Neither do I. E tier or C tier?
D tier, ugly ass dog.
E tier. All right. Chow Chow.
I mean,
Certainly one of the breed.
yeah, they're cute. They make a lot of noise. They're really annoying. They pee on things a lot. I don't know. It's like a C tier dog. That one's orange though, which is
Yeah,
kind
I
of cool.
agree. Curly Coated Retriever.
Uh,
Uh,
I didn't know
C
these
tier.
really existed. Yeah, I guess.
Fake Retriever. Dalmatian.
101 Dalmatians, dude. Fantastic movie. Um, I mean,
Breed
they're a
itself,
spotted dog.
Fireman's dog.
Yeah.
I think just for being good firemen, they deserve an A tier.
Yeah, we can go with that.
We got the Doberman.
That's the
Pinscher.
one I was thinking of. The one that I said looked like the fat version of the other dog. This is the one I was thinking
Oh.
of. Yeah. These things are hilarious. These dogs have a lot of personality to them. I like them. It's like an easy S tier dog.
S tier, alright. I'll give that. I've never been around one. Doggo Argentino, or Argentino, or however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, these are basic Argentinian
They're okay.
pit bulls. They're awesome. You know, I love anything that's like pit related. And, you know.
Alright. Again, I have one of these right now, a Dog de Bordeaux, aka a French Mastiff.
Yeah.
They're ugly, they're wrinkly, they have bad hips.
I've never
My
had
God,
one
they
or
are
been around
adorable.
one, but it does in fact
I
look
have
like a
one.
cute chonko.
Our Daisy, right? Daisy is our French Mastiff.
Hmm.
She's fat, she's wrinkly, she's ugly, she cannot breathe good after taking more than 3 steps. All she does is sleep and eat, and then fight her other 2 dogs whenever she gets a chance. But
Yeah,
she's a good dog.
that's the life right there.
English Setter.
You know, I've never seen one of those before. Definitely,
It looks
it's kind of ugly. It looks sad.
Yeah.
It looks like it just doesn't like being around, you know? It's like I feel bad for it.
brain dead. Black Coated Retriever.
I mean, I just call those the N-word.
E tier.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
German Shepherd. I don't think any words are needed.
No, they're fantastic.
German Short-Haired Pointer.
they're cool dogs. I had a half pit bull, half pointer named which one was it? I forget. I think that was Precious. Not Chloe, but yeah, their pointers are cool. I like them.
Oh, you want to rank it where?
Uh, A tier.
A tier, alright. German wire-haired pointer. Just same thing?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll give them to each other. Giant Schnauzer.
I mean, they're cute. It's not much you can really say
A tier,
about them.
yes.
Maybe B. They're not that great to live with from
Golden
what I know,
Retriever.
but
I mean, these two are like easy locks, right?
yeah. See, here's the thing: the golden retriever is seen as like the best family dog, right? And I personally disagree with that statement. I think it's pit bulls, and actually, golden retrievers maul more children every year than pit bulls. It could be because there's a lot more of them, but they do. So I consider them more violent, and therefore I don't like golden retrievers. That being said, my friend Casey had a golden retriever that was an absolute dream. She was fantastic.
A golden doodle.
The typical grandma dog. They're fantastic.
Yeah, I've never had one or been around one too much, but they're definitely an S tier dog.
Yeah.
The Gordon Setter.
Oh, dude, some of the best dogs out there. These are some loyal ass dogs right here. All right, fantastic outdoors, fantastic indoors. They shed a lot, but it's okay.
Great Dane. I have a Great Dane right now.
I don't have one, but my friend Jaden had one, too, actually, and they're super cool. So yeah, I agree, S tier. I mean, who doesn't who doesn't like a dog that's almost the size of a horse? It's cool.
Yeah, like ours is the size of like a newborn horse, basically. I mean, maybe slightly bigger than a newborn horse.
Yeah, they're huge.
Because horses are huge when they're born.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Great Pyrenees.
I feel like that's like the classic good boy right there. That's a good boyo.
That's a classic S tier.
So are greyhounds. Like they're just like funny looking skinny little dogs, but they run so fast.
And they have a bus line named after them.
Yeah.
A Hanoverian Hound.
Those things be howling a lot. It gets kind of annoying. It's like a C tier dog.
Yeah. A Hoverwort.
That just looks like a German Shepherd fucked a golden retriever.
E tier, I guess. It looks like a good dog.
Yeah.
Irish Setter.
That thing looks majestic. Like
that
looks like the kind of dog that would be like a princess in a Disney movie.
That makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, that's got to be a S tier. That's a majestic dog.
Irish Water Spaniel. Got slash hair, looks like.
Like, I feel like if... yeah, I don't know. It's an ugly dog, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to B tier because it's like human hair, but... Irish Wolfhound.
Oh, these things are fantastic. That's at least an A tier.
I'll trust you on that. A Kangal.
Yeah, I've always seen these dogs. Never knew what kind of breed they were. Now I know. They're cool.
Solid B tier dog.
Yeah.
A Kuvas.
Something about his neck looks like it's like built for survival.
Yeah,
Like that thing's meant to like take a bite from a wolf. It looks like a tough dog.
I'll B tier again. Labrador Retriever.
One of the other classic house dogs, you know, or
Good,
yeah.
good boy. Go. Just let me. There we had to fix the alphabetical order. Labradoodle.
Hear me out. Not a fan of them. I think the hair looks a
Right.
little too much like a shag carpet.
Yeah, I agree. A Leonberger.
This looks like
That's an ugly
something that
dog.
like the Archduke of fucking Belgium would have.
Old English Mastiff.
I didn't know there was an
That
old and a
is.
new, but God, the thing is
Uh,
ugly, dude. I feel bad for it. Looks like Slimer from Ghostbusters as a dog.
yeah, that's. I'm sure they're good pals and all that, but ugly. A Newfoundland.
It's just a big fluffy boy. Who wouldn't love it?
Yeah, it's an A tier dog.
Yeah.
An Old English Sheepdog.
Oh, that's got to be like an S tier dog. Like, I swear, every one of these dogs is the embodiment of Gandalf, but in dog form.
Okay. Poodle.
Dude, I
So
don't like
overrated.
poodles, dude. They're angry little bitchy dogs.
I was gonna say C tier. Where do you want to put him?
Fucking D tier. If we had an F, I'd put him in F. I hate poodles.
Hey, a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Oh, these things are awesome. They're, you know,
You are?
yeah. They're just big friendly dogs. They're very very personal.
A Saint Bernard.
Just another big fluffy boy. Big soft dog.
I'm
Very
making an
nice.
executive decision to put this one in S.
All right.
Never had one, but oh cool. Saluki.
Dude, these things are basically deer. I don't even know why we consider them dogs. They're weird. They're skittish. They're
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. They're just yeah. Probably the
Excuse
closest
me.
probably closest thing we got to a fox in typical dog form.
No.
They're they're adorable.
A tier.
Yeah, sure. The easiest S tier
Uh,
of all time, the dog that I've had the most of any other kind of dog. I've had like 20 of these things. Yeah, I love
we'll
pit
just
bulls, man.
we'll just move this up along in the line of dogs that we've had.
I don't know if I've ever.
Siberian Husky.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever really talked about this on the show. As a kid, when my parents were still together, like anytime we saw like a dog like out on the street or something, we'd like rescue it, or like if someone's giving away a dog in the neighborhood, we'd take it in. And if it was anything but a pit bull, we'd usually like give it away to someone else. But we always kept the pit bulls, so like at no point in my life until the last one passed away did I have less than like two or three pit bulls at any time. Like I had so many of them. They're fantastic dogs. It's probably the best.
What about Siberian Husky?
My neighbor Brandon had one of these. They're very loud. I don't like how
Hey, dear.
loud. Yeah, I don't like how loud they are. They're just, all fucking day.
Staffordshire Terrier.
Basically another pit bull. Same thing.
Not a pit bull, so B tier.
Nah, dude, S tier. I've had these too. You put them next to
All
pit bull,
right.
you can barely tell them apart. All right.
Kind of. Uh, a Benton Mass.
The fluffiest boy, dude. These things are like gentle giants. They're like ready to fight a bear at the same time. They're cool.
A Visla.
Honestly, I have no idea what either of these last two are.
Oh yeah, same. Let's go B tier.
Yeah.
Except this one. This one gets a C tier. I don't like how it looks.
Okay.
All right, so there you go. This is the undeniable large dog tier list ranking. If you don't like it, argue with a wall. Read it and weep. If one of you own a dog breed that's in D tier, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah. Especially if it's that one in the bottom left corner that literally looks like a horror monster. Like,
yeah.
genuinely, like you can't say that. Like, you know, like let's say you're walking through like the woods at night or like a dark parking lot or something. Any dog on this list could come up to you and be like, "Oh, hey boy, what's going on?" If that one in the bottom left comes up to you, you're running.
Yeah. Anti-shout out to that breed right there.
Yeah. I'm sure they're great dogs, but they just look
but
terrifying.
that picture right there is scary.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. So how long is that now?
Some amount of time, but isn't it crazy that 2 minutes and 40 to 2 hours 40 minutes? Isn't it crazy that every time we do one of these tier lists, we literally set like the universal standard for whatever we're ranking?
Yeah.
Like we really have that authority. It's crazy.
You know, we're just qualified enough to do that.
Yeah. Well, this ain't the
We're
unqualified
not
show. It's
qualified
the
as a podcast,
barely
but-
qualified show. It's
It's
the
the
show of minimal
unqualified show.
qualifications.
I have literally nothing else to talk about.
I don't either. I'm just rolling a joint right now because I really want to smoke a joint when we're done.
Do I have anything in my show notes that could last about 20 minutes and not get us bored?
We could talk about. I don't know much details about the Brock Lesnar allegations alongside the Vince McMahon thing. I'm sure you know details about that. Do you want to talk about that?
I don't know details about it.
Oh. Do you want to find out details about it?
I want to take another unqualified pee break.
Okay. Oh, we could talk about the Diddy trial.
We'll see.
Yeah, Diddy trial has been interesting, to say the least. You know, Sean Combs up there diddling, being the diddler. Apparently, you know, he tried to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Not that that wasn't already, like, public knowledge, because apparently Cudi was cutting up Cassie and got a little too cuddalicious with her, and, you know, Diddy cut a hole in his roof and lit his car on fire. That's crazy. I'm almost done with my joint. The way I roll them is I basically make a cone, which is really easy, and I just stuff it full of weed. I used to roll them by hand, but this is way easier, and honestly, unlike when I was in high school, I don't care so much for like the craftsmanship of the joint. I'm not trying to like legitimately roll the perfect joint. I'm sure I still could. You know, like I was rolling some absolute units back in high school, but you know, it's for me it's just more convenient. Still smokes good, so I'd rather just do this, you know. It is what it is. Fuck it, I'll make a honey. Yeah. I can start singing. I am unwritten. I'm undefined. Can't read my mind. I'm just beginning.
I am
Into
back.
my hand, ending unplanned. Alright. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window and let the sun illuminate.
Oh, yeah, I did want to talk
the
about something
words that you
I noticed the other day, by the way.
reaching. Okay.
Pull this up real quick. How much do you know about the rapper Jeezy?
I like Jeezy.
No, not G Easy, like Jeezy, like Jeezy.
Uh, I know of him for sure.
I know one Jeezy, and this song is called "Put On." Have you heard?
Uh, I was like I put on for my city, on for my
City
city. I put
on for my
yeah.
city. Yeah. Do you know who featured on that song?
Uh, if I think about it, I'll probably remember.
The greatest musician to ever walk the streets of Chicago,
Huh.
Mr. Kanye
Oh yeah, yeah,
West.
yeah.
So, the song came out in 2008. Okay,
Uh huh.
just for a reference, do you mind engaging our audience, reminding our audience, when did Life of Pablo come out? Just you'll see why in a second.
2009,
Life of
right?
Pablo?
Wait. Yeah, it was like 2009 or 10, I think. Maybe 2012. No, it was around.
Life of Pablo
It
was
was around the time we dropped the 350 V1. So yeah, that would have been like maybe 2012.
Life of Pablo was 2016.
Really? Wow, I'm
Close
way
enough.
off.
So anyway, so Kanye has his verse, right? So they have I put on from a city on blah 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 blah. You have chorus, easy verse, Kanye's verse, right?
Yeah. I
Here,
feel like
this
it's still on
second
me
line of
cheeks. I
Kanye's
feel like
verse.
bitches that owe me sex, but I feel like this, but yeah.
Second line of Kanye's verse.
I feel
He
like it's still
dropped that
bitches that
line
owe me sex.
8 years before redropping it in Famous on Life of Pablo.
Huh?
I feel like Taylor might still blah blah blah.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have
I feel like
sex.
there's
Why?
another.
I made that bitch famous. God damn.
I feel like there's another song that might still.
Yeah, well, it was like,
I feel like there's another
into all
version,
the
a different
bitches that
Kanye
give
song
head
that
to
also
Kanye's West
dropped
when you
that.
see him in the streets, give him Kanye's best.
I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like there was another song that like actually
I mean, you're on,
dropped that line, but I
you're
don't
on
know.
Genius. You can look it up.
Eh, I just thought that was funny how like you have uh I guess future reference.
How do we get from
And
the?
flashing lights. He
Yeah,
also he name dropped flashing lights
yeah.
like decade before Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah. Now, I just gotta wonder, how did Kanye get from here to Ninja Hail hat wearer?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah, that song goes undeniably hard though. I listen to it a lot.
I feel like Put On would be. I feel like Put On would be a great wrestling entrance song. Honestly,
It definitely would be, but I feel like that song is like so synonymous with the intro video of Skate 3 that like anyone who's played that game for a significant amount of time just hates that song.
yeah.
Like me, for instance, I've got like 3,000 hours in Skate 3. Yeah, I cannot stand just hearing I put on for my city, on for, and then I start playing GTA. I'm driving around as Franklin. I hop in as Buffalo. I put on for my city. Immediately switch channels, dude. Fuck that song. It's good though. I like it.
These 4 lines right here are just fantastic
If you
songwriting.
want,
If you
come
want
and
it, come and get it. You know I stay
super
super
straight.
straight. Ran up in my spots, and now I'm working at the Super 8. Know you ninjas hungry? Come and get a super plate. Y'all sing happy birthday. Yeah, I got that super cake. Phenomenal. Fantastic. Peak songwriting, Mr. Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
Quite like poetic.
Oh, you know what song I want you to look up the lyrics for really quick?
I swear this is another Young William one or whatever.
No, it's $2 Ninjas. I forget who it's by. Something Pat.
Is it dollar or dollar?
$2 Ninjas. It's not how you spell dollar, but yeah, Project Pat. There we go.
I happen to avoid it. Yeah, I know it's AR.
Yeah.
I'm retarded. All right, it's been a long day.
Isn't this a fantastic chorus right here? Put $2 in the air for these $2 ninjas. Put $2 in the
$2
air.
ninja. $2 in the air for these $2 ninjas.
Yeah.
They get mad when they fuss. They don't shine like us.
They get mad when they fuss. They don't shine like us. Patrick Pat from the street. Yeah, dude, the song goes so hard.
You know, that might be great. It will gangster rap.
Yeah. Ninja. I'm 200% ninja. Ninja. I'm 300% ninja.
Okay, so this is technically the song right here.
Yeah. Oh man. There's what's that song? I think it's Suicide by Freaky T. Dude, that song goes hard.
200% ninja.
Dude, please look up.
Fantastic song right here.
Please look up Suicide by Freaky T. I think that's who it's by.
By who?
Pretty sure it's Freaky T. I think that's his name. Oh, yeah, there it is. Rio the Young OG, Grindhardy, Freaky T, RMC Mike. This has some of the funniest lyrics I've ever heard in a song. Don't let me swoop down. I got a situation. I'm finna kidnap this
$100,000 car.
liquidate him.
He'll erase it.
It's just keep going. Get to the chorus. The chorus is hilarious. It's like he's got. We're waiting for it to load, but yeah, this bitch got 700 horses. I might kill myself. I think we lost Landy. Oh, we got him back. I just popped a perk 10. Let me feel myself. I've been up, I've been down, but I still myself. I just hit it with the dick. She want to kill herself.
I did see something up here whenever we were searching for
He
this
almost
song.
killed himself. That said, "Oh, you better kill yourself." My bitch made me mad. I drank a pint. I almost killed myself. Fuck this bitch. I made him kill himself.
Why is this on Genius?
Can we read this actually? I'll do a dramatic reading. To Boda, speaking from the tongue of an experienced simpleton who obviously would rather be an emasculated infantile complainee, this note should be pretty easy to understand. All the warnings from the Punk Rock 101 courses over the years since my first introduction to the, shall we say, ethics involved with independence and the embracement of your community has proven to be very true. I haven't felt the excitement of listening to as well as creating music, along with reading and writing for far too many years now. I feel guilty beyond words about these things. For example, when we're backstage and the lights go out and the manic roar of the crowd begins, it doesn't affect me the way it did for Freddie Mercury, who seem to love, relish, who seem to love, relish in the love and adoration from the crowd, which is something I totally admire and envy. The fact is, I can't fool you, any one of you. It simply isn't fair to you or me. The worst crime I can think of would be to rip people off by faking it and pretending as if I'm having 100% fun. Sometimes I feel as if I should punch in the time clock before I walk out on stage. I've tried everything within my power to appreciate it, and I do. God, believe me, I do. But it's not enough. I appreciate the fact that I and we have affected and entertained a lot of people. I must be one of those narcissists who only appreciates things when they're gone. I'm too sensitive. I need to be slightly numb in order to regain enthusiasms I once had as a child. The last 3 tours, I've had a much better appreciation for all the people I've known personally and as fans of our music, but I still can't get over the frustration, the guilt, and empathy I have for everyone. There's good in all of us, and I think I simply love people too much. So much that it makes me feel too fucking sad. This sad, little, sensitive, unappreciative Pisces. Jesus, man, why don't you just enjoy it? I don't know. I have a goddess of a wife who sweats ambition and empathy, and a daughter who reminds me too much of what I used to be, full of love and joy, kissing every person she meets because everyone is good and will do her no harm. And that terrifies me to the point where I can barely function. I can't stand the thought of Francis becoming a miserable, self-destructive death rocker that I have become. I've seen it good, very good, and I'm grateful. But since the age of 7, I've become hateful towards all humans in general. Only because it seems so easy for people to get along that have empathy. Only because I love and feel sorry for people too much, I guess. Thank you all for the pit of my burning, nauseous... thank you all from the pit of my burning, nauseous stomach for your letters and concerns during the past years. I'm too much of an erratic, moody baby. I don't have the passion anymore. And so remember, it's better to burn out than to fade away. Peace, love, empathy. Kurt Cobain. Francis and Courtney, I'll be at your altar. Please keep going, Courtney, for Francis, for her life, which will be so much happier without me. I love you. I love you. Crazy.
Okay, so remember how I told you one of the big conspiracy theories I believe in is he did not kill himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, this right here. No sane person, no person with 2 working eyes or a brain is going to call Courtney Love a goddess of a wife.
Yeah.
Courtney Love wrote that herself. She wrote the entire note herself. And just had to throw that in there because she's a narcissistic lunatic.
Very possible.
I hate Courtney Love for killing Kurt Cobain, okay?
Me too.
To this day.
That's a crazy note, though. Like, reading that out is honestly sad. Real or not, like, holy shit.
Who's Boda? Boda was Kurt's he wrote imaginary childhood friend.
Oh.
That's even more sad.
Yeah. I like how there's a little, not an asterisk thing, but like a little information circle that calls these lyrics. I don't think he ever performed this, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah. Like, it's been 31 years since he killed himself. It's crazy. Oh. This just reminded me of a hilarious story from work yesterday.
Oh, gosh.
I was working with Gary. Alright, you know Gary. And, this guy, we were both on Galbatos. This guy's playing. He's wearing a Nirvana shirt, right? And Gary walks up to him. He's like, "So, Nirvana, like a band?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You ever been to one of their shows?" And I was like, "Oh, no, never got the chance." He's like, "Oh, because, like in my day, like, you couldn't wear the shirt if you didn't see the show." And he's like, "Yeah, well, I just haven't seen him." It's like, but seen ZZ Top and some other band and something. They're talking about that for a minute. Then the guy walks away. I went, "Gary, I don't know if you know this, but the lead singer of Nirvana's been dead for like well over 20 years at this point. That guy's not old enough to have gone to a Nirvana concert.
For over 30 years.
Yeah, I didn't think it had been that long, but yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, I thought he died in like the early 2000s, but yeah, apparently it's been longer than that.
No, he died in like 94.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been dead for a while.
Shout out Kurt Cobain. Shout out Kurt Cobain. Anti-shout out to Courtney Love and anybody who is a friend or a defender of Courtney Love.
Yeah.
Courtney Love is the worst celebrity, I guess, musician, other than maybe R. Kelly, to ever exist. Or Gary Glitter. Gary Glitter and R. Kelly are the two worst. Up there in the Mount Rushmore of bad musicians, who are bad humans, Courtney Love. Or Kurt Cobain, because she wanted the money from his inheritance.
Have you ever seen the Boondocks bit about R. Kelly?
No.
It's so funny. I almost don't care about it. Like, I can't reenact it as good as it's acted out in that show, but the girl's basically like, yeah, you saw me in them videos getting my face pissed on. You think if I didn't want to get pissed on that I wouldn't just move out the way?
I'm fresh out of ideas now.
Yeah, I mean, we've about hit our time limit.
I've got a
we hit
couple more
it.
for later episodes. There'll be more long form ideas.
Alright.
That's another story.
Yeah, we're at 3 hours if you want to sign it off.
Okay. Shout out Boat, shout out Larry, shout out Chrissy, shout out Tajikistan, shout out KFC, shout out KFC Australia, Girl, shout out Chicken Burger, shout out Wizkashi, shout out Sean, shout out Beanie, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Jimmy Hater again, shout out Megan Bain again, shout out Megan Bain one more time, shout out Gary, shout out Rob, shout out Boat one more time, shout out Megan Bain one more time. Got anything you want to say?
Shout out Jamie Hater, shout out Jamie Hater, shout out Jamie Hater, shout out Jamie Hater. I'll give one more shout out to the one, the only Jamie Hater. Haters always prosper. Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out marijuana.
I will. Again, one more shout out Megan Bain. Anti-shout out to those kids that are sitting in section 121 SmackDown, May 30th, 2025. That being said, remember to use your signal. Tip your waiter unless they suck. Also remember, Epstein didn't kill himself.